The song is over, Star, get ready to clip. Because here we go. Get ready to clip this. In the center of the frame, we get to choose who we want. This is going to be great. Freezing quotes can't be used. Only one of the random servants. Alright. Now let's choose, shall we? Who do we pick for this? Definitely a limited one, because we can get this. I already have Musashi. Between the two of them, let's go with Ibuki. The archers! The archers! Who shall I pick amongst the archers? Gilgamesh, he's a really good farmer. I already have you. Mommy's GACHA. The riders. Who do I pick? I guess Da Vinci, because she's a good arts looper. The casters. I definitely know who we're going for. Where's Castoria? There she is. Assassins. Shit, most of them aren't really good. Who do I pick amongst this? I already have Koyan. I already have Shutendoji. Kama? Let's check it. Let's go for... Actually, I'm gonna check the goddamn wiki for this. The original Kama? Her moveset is... She only deals damage to one enemy? Yeah, fuck no, we're choosing Hassan Isaba. Berserkers, easy choice. We're going for Morgan Le Fay. Oh boy. We're definitely going for her. Space Ishtar. Second one. Oh my god, the choices. We go for Koyan Dark, a good Buster Looper, crazy lady who ruined an entire dynasty. Sort of. Shit, this is hard. Who's a good character to summon here? King Protea is crazy when she's at full power, considering she's basically an unkillable wall. Do I really want her in that? I mean, I gotta... It's a one-time thing, I already bought the shit. Right, she's alright. Do I really want Scar, who's only gonna be useful against like fucking bosses who don't tend to show up that much? Maybe Romulus. Gilgamesh is really good for farming. Hold on, is my mic on? Yeah, my mic is on. Space Ishtar, well, she practically loops no matter what you use, so yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Oh wait, these are restricted to only these ones? Oh damn! Oh, that's the actually good Kama, and oh, there's got some Moriarty. Oh my god, this is so hard to choose! Who would have thought that giving this amount of freedom would be so hard to pick? Who would have fucking thought, huh? Those the assassins. I mean, who here is actually good? Other than you, I already have you, and I don't need you at any higher NP. You're not that good. You're just a single target. Do we need all of them? We already got this guy at NP2. Got him in one roll, by the way. Let's go for the sad little girl. Oh, we need to pick an assassin. Oh, no. Actually, should I? I'm just gonna pick another Melusine, because either way, I'm going to get the people that I want. Alright, Star, get ready to clip! We're gonna do this. All these are good choices, but what I really want is Castoria or Morgan. 3, 2, and 1! Shulkum! Alright, come on, give me something good! Alright, we got Boudica, Queen of the Britons. I have her in P5. Think of it like Eidolons and Honkai Star Rail. Battle of Kamlan, when King Arthur, or Arturia, died. Ooh, that's a good one. The Illusory Confessional. Alright, let's see who we get. Reality Marble. I am the bone of my sword. Number 5! By the way, we get 11. Assassin. Fuma Kotaro. Move aside, Hera protagonist. We need to see who's actually the big... We need to see the big dogs here! Oh? Asani-sama! Not exactly my first choice, but sure. Welcome in! Ah, that's a shame, though we didn't get Castoria, but this is fine too. Elixir of Love. Yeah, the rest of these are basically not that notable. But hey, we got a guy who can just instantly kill you. Just like that, that's alright. Just a shame that we got the assassin, though. Just a shame we got the assassin. But this is fine. Alright. Can't skip it. We need to see who else is here. The Baji Kwan fella. This is the final countdown. Heaven's Feel. That sounds dirty, but I know what that means. Anyway, here's his introduction. The community calls him Gramps. And that is the GSSR. As we can see, there is no more. We still got more, and I have no more left. Well, this was an alright roll. We just got no more for the other ones. This is fine. I suppose if I rolled here, I would have gotten better chances. This is fine, though. And now the rest of this video will be focused on upgrading Gramps. Fucking Gramps. The community labeled him Gramps. Yeah, moveside Da Vinci, we need to see Hassani Sabah. Where is old Grampy Hassan? There he is. He looks like the edgiest fucking character in the world. I can assure you he absolutely is, and that's what they were going for, and it fucking worked. Seriously, the movies when they have this guy? Ah, Chef's Kiss. It was beautiful. Alright, just going to get all the materials for here. I need a far more upgrading materials. Upgrade. Yep. Increasing the ascension out. Increase debuff resist, and greatly restore HP for yourself. This is merely the tip of the iceberg. And we need to get more ascension material. Let's go farming, shall we? Anyway, in the future I'll be trying to roll for Tiamat. So I'm gonna save up all these gems here. Traum, well, I'll do that on my own time. Right now, we farm. Where's the assassin shit? Ah, there we are. Ah, we have more than 2 viewers. So, while we got the worst of the potential picks, that being the assassin class, Asani Sabah, thankfully, even the worst is good in this occasion. Where is that Bond C? Wait, not Bond C. Where's that special C that I got from the roll? Is it a... It's one that costs 9, isn't it? Yeah, where is it? Where's the one I got from the special ticket that has Barbanchi on it? Ah, there it is. It's level. I need it to be sorted by cost. Alright, so it's a cost 9 one. Never mind. Thanks for the clipping, Star. Really, thank you. You know, I would have probably liked Morgan or Castoria a bit better considering their utility. But Bruce Lee once said, "I fear not the man who knows 10,000 kicks and practiced them once, but I do fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." While in a real situation in martial arts, that situation is kind of bullshit. You probably want to practice 20 kicks 50 times. It talks about the power of specialization. Anything to help? Thank you, Star. Alright, I just transferred it here. I need to up the speed of the battling. There we are. Speed of the animations. Pistol. Increase. And here comes the nuclear bomb. Actually, rainbow card. Yes, it's a new thing we can do. The rainbow card. So let me know if you need more clips. Really, thank you for this. Usually people have to pay clippers. Thank you for doing this out of charity. Who's hit? I can actively see the delay because I'm using my laptop as a second screen. My word, the delay. Alright, so there's no buster cards from you, so we'll put you in the back after you boost. I've done... By the way, is the game too loud? Because, you know, it can sound a bit shrill at times. Let me go check the audio settings, actually. Alright, I already anticipated that. There's no buster cards. Rainbow again. It's already July, but the rainbow stays on. My friends will love. It's my friends, I guess. Ah, that's some good coffee. Good thing I got a father who's like... Good thing my dad's a coffee enthusiast. I get all the best brews. Albeit we don't get blends, because he doesn't know how to blend. That shit's alien technology, anyway. Boost! Actually, I've got a little soundboard here. Let's use it, shall we? I would use the real belts, but I don't have it. Ah, welcome in! Name pending 18. You know what? I'm gonna call you Juha, which is like Juhachi. That way, temporary name sounds a little better than pending. How's that? Just gonna set it up here. I've got like 1,000,000 Kamen Rider soundboards on my laptop, so I'm just going to... I'm doing well, actually. Oh, wait, did I pick the wrong servant? Oh shit, the Buster looping is gonna be weirder. I've got 1,000,000 Kamen Rider soundboards on my laptop. Let's use... I picked the wrong servant. How y'all arc rolls do? Arc rolls? You mean my GSSR? Unfortunately, I got the worst possible pick, that being Hassani Sabah, who unfortunately doesn't really have the utility that Castoria or Morgan have, but thankfully, he is the guy who happens to have instant kill on his attacks, which can just fuck over some of the bosses, and he's one of the coolest characters in the franchise. Archetype Earth rolls. Oh, I'm not rolling for Archetype Earth. For 3 reasons. 1, I haven't actually read the visual novel or seen the show where she's from. 2, I am saving up for Tiamat. 3, I am a little bit short on SQ. And I kind of already used my paid Saints on all the premium roles, so, you know, I kind of can't do that right now. Yeah, I'm not getting Akaruid until I actually watch the show, and then I will slowly regret it a couple years later, but then carry on and roll for Mommy Tiamat. Yes, I am playing into the jokes. I'm like a bit into reading the OG Tsukihime. Ah, thank God you're not a robot. Anyway, I'm going to just play the soundboard because I've got Melusine, who is a dragon. The only Kamen Rider shit I know is Omagio's transformation sequence. Oh, I've got that too! But glad to know that you at least know that is a Kamen Rider. I still like Aqua because of Carnival Phantasm. Understandable. Let me go get Omagio's build. Let's hope Toei doesn't fucking kill me for this. Toei, don't fucking kill me! Anyway. Take that from someone who grew up in, like, Samurai Power Rangers. Oh shit, that's bad though. Trust me when I say, Samurai Sentai Shinkenja is just a better version of it, considering that same plot points just taken directly out of it. Like, the plot points from Shinkenja were just completely ripped off into Power Ranger Samurai and Super Samurai. Plus, they kind of whitewashed it to the extreme. The original is actually better because they actually had better writing and it was more cohesive. Trust me on this. I may be a Sentai purist, but there is a reason. So it involves an awkward band and I have an MP2. Congrats!
Ready, go!
Congrats, lifeless hell. I'm at 0 SQ for trying to get Arc NP2. Oh damn, she trained you. She sucked you dry. Shinkenja was good and Samurai was terrible, and I will stand on that hill. We will all stand on that hill, for I am a Sentai purist for a good fucking reason. Because I actually watched the original shows, and you know, they're actually just way better. I'm sorry, name pending. It may have been your childhood. I don't remember what Samurai Power Rangers was about anymore. Okay, basically, because it's just the plot of Shinkenja, the descendants of a bunch of samurai have, for some reason, because it's Power Rangers, migrated to America. And they are pulled out of their ordinary lives to take on. They're pulled out of their ordinary lives, which they've been enjoying for a while, to fulfill their ancestral duty of protecting the world from what are basically demons from the Sanzu River, which is the Japanese version of the River Styx, basically. It's from Buddhism, but they call it the Sanzu River because Japan. And there is a plot point where our Red Ranger, he is not the actual descendant of the Red Ranger from ancient times. Instead, he is a vassal, a Kagemusha, a body double, for the real Red Ranger who is descended from there. One problem with Samurai, he was mostly going for the Yume Ren simp in the banner, understandable. Unfortunately, you know, for Power Ranger Samurai, it kind of ended up being really racist. Whether it be intentional or unintentional, they whitewashed all the characters, including said real Red Ranger, who is the actual descendant of the real Japanese samurai. The plot point is, our Red Ranger in both Shinkenja and Power Ranger Samurai is meant to be a body double for the real Red Ranger, who is the first female Red Ranger, and is the descendant of an actual samurai, who was one of the Shinkenjas of, you know, feudal Japan, Euro Japan. However, this worked in the original show because, you know, everyone was in Japan. The funniest part was Red Shinkenja getting adopted by a woman his age in Shinkenja. Yes, that is the weirdest thing. But the problem in the Power Ranger Samurai is that said woman, who would logically be of Japanese descent, is not Japanese. There is not a lick of Japanese in that woman, who is allegedly meant to be the descendant of a long line of samurai who have been training specifically to save the world from these demons. In the original, it worked, because, you know, it is a story about the descendants of samurai, and we are actually in Japan, where the descendants of samurai would logically be. However, because Power Rangers is plagiarized, Saban plagiarized Super Sentai to make Power Rangers and set it in America, you're going to need to go through a lot of logical leaps and bounds to try and justify why all of these people are descendants of real samurai, and for some reason none of them look Japanese. Not a single one of them is Asian. Not even remotely Asian. If they had a Chinese, or Korean, or Vietnamese, well maybe not Vietnamese, but generally Japanese-ish actor is one of the of those Rangers, it would have made at least a little bit of sense and kind of let your brain make the connection of, oh yeah, it makes sense. Hey, that person actually does look like they could be the descendant of a samurai. I mean, I'm Chinese, and I cannot for the life of me tell the difference between my people, Japanese people, and Korean people. We all look the fucking same. Take it with a grain of salt. I believe the show was made in the 2010s, I believe. Anyway, not like Hollywood was going to be 100% faithful to source material and probably wants you viewers to suspend your disbelief. Yeah, it's 2010s. But it is the most racist shit that has ever come out of Saban's asshole. As you can tell, I do not have a very high opinion of Saban, as I am an artist. I drew my model, I drew the backgrounds that you see. But seriously. Anyway, I think the most remotely Asian one in Samurai Power Rangers was the blue one. The blue one? I think Power Ranger Samurai did my boy Dokoku Chimasuri dirty. Oh god, my Google is being taken over by Yahoo again. Just a moment, it appears that I have a virus. I'm going to go kill it. Just a moment. Get the fuck out of here, Yahoo. Alright, so... the Blue Ranger? Kevin. What are you talking about? This man does not look like he has a lick of Asian in him. He looks like he's of African-American descent. I guess it could be explained like he's the descendant of Yasuke, the retainer of Oda Nobunaga, who was an actual man from Africa. But other than that, everyone else is absolutely whitewashed. It's really bad made. I don't know. Yeah, he is not Asian. He's the black guy of the squadron. Sentai means squadron, by the way. Unfortunately, yes, I understand it was your childhood, but it was bad. I mean, I may come across as an asshole because I am a Sentai purist, and I will die on that hill that the original is indeed better because, you know, they actually made the shit. They had the actual writers in there. And sure, that it may be possible that in the future some of the writers may make a better version of the show using a bad Sentai show. Like a Uchu Sentai... what was it again? Q Ranger, yeah. Like, Q Ranger wasn't the most polished Sentai show. Who knows? They might have actually been able to to improve it. That's a possibility. But what they used to do? Dear God. Yeah, this is the guy who came out of my GSSR. I wanted Castoria or Morgan, or a second copy of Melusine. This is fine, I guess. But Dio is the worst of the bunch. But at least he's a son. At least he's a son. At least I got Gramps, right? I have NP2 Melusine instead of NP1 Morgan. I have an NP1 Melusine instead of any Morgan. Wait, what? Wait, what? Pure Prisms? Wait, I upsetted a bunch of them. Do I have Pure Prisms now? Or is it only I get Pure Prisms after this patch? Oh my god! I have so many Pure Prisms! This is going to be interesting. This means that I can... Is what all I wanted from the first Morgan banner. I tried summoning Morgan from that event with Taisui. The guy did not... She did not respond to my calls. Right, so 9 red chains and 4 golden lances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 of the Lancer crystals. I have Erish Kigal, by the way. Actually, because you guys do play FGO, shall I show you my little menagerie? Oh wait, that's meant for animals. Shall I show you my little Sentai that I have here? My squadron. Why do I never have Lancer crystals? Alright, because I upgraded Melusine. Anyway, let me show you my stuff. We have Melusine, NP1, level 101, Musashi. We have Mordred, Peak Tomboy. Welcome to the QP Hell, welcome to the family. Indeed, sir, good sir, or madam. Well, whatever you feel like, Meagles. I have both. I have both of them. Shit. I have both Meltrilises. Level 90 straight up based. Indeed. I should probably get her to 10 soon. I have not actually watched the anime where the host is from. I will watch it soon. I have Bao Banshee. However, I have her like this because I actually like Bao Banshee because I got to read a little bit more to a character. Essentially a good-natured person was forced to become a horrible person. Never use a third ascension, don't ever make her sad. I know. Because I used it temporarily under the guise that it's like, well, you know, she's gonna be... This is who she's like, and I should kind of accept her for who she is. She is only a shit person because her mother was a shit raiser. True, Morgan's idea of raising her was essentially telling her that because everyone around her is shit, she should also be a horrible person so that they can't hurt her, but unfortunately that didn't really turn out really well. But then again, you know, Tonelico kind of went through a lot of shit as well. Her entire family was murdered, she was treated as a fucking plague, her husband was murdered, they tried to fucking murder her. Morgan is a very questionable mother. I have Lambda, but base melters want to join my menagerie. That's unfortunate. Actually, funny thing about Lambda. I summoned her with 2 fucking tickets, and that's all I needed. She just came waltzing into my door immediately. Amazingly. Well, you know, pending. Morgan, Tonelico, kinda went through a whole lot of shit, and, saw that every single fairy in Fairy Britain was a piece of shit and therefore should not be trusted. So... circumstances. And plus, after the beach episode that will happen with Bao Banshee and Morgan, it's very clear that they're healing and becoming better people. Especially her. That's true, but that doesn't take from the fact that she could have loved instead of raised Bao Banshee, and she realized she didn't say those words to her at the end, she died without nothing, but yeah. Wait, what? Those words? She did try to keep Bao Banshee safe, though. Her whole thing of like, Bao Banshee, why are you like this? was her crying when she found poor Barbanchi. Like this. With her fucking limbs torn off, and she was a child. She tried, but I'm pretty sure she failed, but yeah. I mean, yeah, it's obvious that she unfortunately failed as a mother in Fairy Britain, but honestly, can you blame anyone in Fairy Britain? It's more Beryl's fault than anything. I hate him more. Indeed! Which is why I think that Gudako/Gudao should have fucking socked him in the jaw. I love Morgan more, and I hate all of Fairy Britain. Yes, so does everyone else in the fucking fandom. Except Mike. Mike is cool. Indeed, Mike is cool. I also have Emiya. She came to me in 2 tickets. Koyanskaya, I unlocked when I was in fucking Uniqlo. Actually, yes, Uniqlo. She came to me when I was at a fucking clothes shop. Most of the fairies were the worst beings, to be honest. I mean, yes. They were born from sin. It was their nature to be sinful, and therefore, they kind of turned out to be the worst. It has nothing to do with my whole my Catholic upbringing. They were just pieces of shit to begin with, and were raised to be pieces of shit. Alright, so, okay, we got an order by attack. Actually, yeah, let's just go with level. I'm getting Hook, trying to get him up to bond level 10. Dear God, it's hard. They literally said, hey yo, I'm gonna put my 2... You know why Lost Belt 6 happened? Those fairies got lazy. They literally put, hey yo, I'm gonna put my 2 weeks in, and everyone just died because there's no Excalibur. Yeah, Excalibur, not Caliburn. Caliburn was the sword in the stone, Excalibur is the fairy sword. So yeah, there were... Yeah, I mean, the Lost Belts are just hypothetical scenarios that happen to be made into reality. I have Estrella. I have BB. We have everyone's favorite Kohai here. She is on the S tier of my waifu list. We have this annoying little shit. We have Elizabeth Bathory, but she actually took singing lessons. We have probably also an S tier in most people's lists. It's very easy to see why. We have Helena Blavatsky. When I didn't actually have Oberon, I used her because she had an NP20. And then I got Oberon and never used her again. We have Vortigern, the person who was created as Britain's self-destruct button. Oberon, best boss theme in the whole game. Indeed! Tamama no Mai, who I chose during the anniversary when I could pick any servant. Because I thought she was a good member of the arts. I should have gone for Waver, but considering how good of a waifu she is, I don't regret my fucking decision. We have Kichi Hogan. She is the Mama no Mai, my first servant I played in Fate Extra on BSP. Oberon is my spirit animal most of the time. Indeed. Kichi Hogan here is the first welfare I ever got. Unfortunately, because I was a fucking idiot, she's only an NP3 because I thought that I burnt the other 2 because they were meant for that, because I was a fucking idiot. She is my first welfare. She has carried me through most of the early game, and she will always sit here in my top spot thanks to that. I got on the 2021 New Year's anniversary banner. Nice. We have Edish Kigal. I got her during Christmas. I do not regret my decision. She's also in the S tier. We have Ozymandias, my very first 5-star. I should present this. He's my first 5-star. We have Shuten Doji. Due to the fact that her default picture is this, I felt more comfortable keeping her in clothes. She's basically fucking naked in here. I'm keeping it on a kimono, thanks. It looks more tasteful. We have Ina's sister, Katsushika Oe, who is also with her dad, Okusai. We have Mysterious Idol Exalta. I remember when this event dropped, it was meant for all the Hololive fans. Thankfully, I was already a Hololive fan. Yume Ren, after being in Chaldea and reuniting with her husband. I do not have the base Yume Ren. We have Bargast. I understand this is the art, but I'm keeping her in this because it's a true form, and this looks fucking painful, but this doesn't. We have a deadbeat dad. We have Artoria Costa, technically the first 5-star that I have, but she doesn't fucking count. We have Urail. Only after watching Klidge, the FGO YouTuber, did I realize that she was good, but by then I kind of already finished Solomon. So it was a bit late to use her against Tristan. We have Best Boy, Canis. Yes, that is a trans man. Best Boy. We have Chin Liang Yu. Fucking S tier. I'm just showing my fucking taste here. We have Noja. I always made the joke because the original because Noja already looked feminine, kind of. Like, let me just get a picture of Noja. Where is the best picture for? My god, there's so many 3D versions of it. So many 3D movies with this guy. Well, what can I say? We're proud of this guy. We're proud of little Munchkin. Chinese mythology. Let's go with this. Alright, just going to go to window capture. You see this? This is Noja. I always made the joke that why does he have fucking Princess Leia's hair? This is essentially what he would have looked like. I always made the joke that he looked like a girl before I knew what FGO was. And now that I play FGO, would you look at that? I was fucking right. Noja went from just looking like a girl with a Chasiu Bao hair to getting gender swapped. We have Rhaenys, who also shares her body with a villain from Romance of the Three Kingdoms. We have good old Habby Cat, who has a fucking cannon. We have Christmas Martha. I'm probably gonna try cooking the dishes from that event one day. We have someone I summoned from the starting gacha, Carmilla. Considering that in the original story of Carmilla, she was a lesbian, I didn't read any of the cultured books. Is she still a lesbian in this game? Is she bi? I don't know, because there's still the romantic implications with a male character, even though the original source material doesn't have that. But then again, most of the characters in this game are actually made to be bisexual, considering that it isn't. Considering, you know, this is actually the whole thing with that whole character. But here's Tamamo Cat. Is she fucking crazy? I mean, this is one of Tamamo's tales, right? This is one of Tamamo's tales, right? She hates Elizabeth, and that is a part of a character. I mean, yeah, if I met my past self, I'd probably want to sock him in the jaw. I'd probably want to punch my past self in the face. Most people would want to punch their past self in the face. Leonardo da Vinci, writer. Most of the skills are not above here. I finished the event. Rest in peace, Steggy. Mecha Ellie-chan. You can clearly see that I chose the more expressive one, with the bloody Gojira text. We have Li Shu 1. I don't tend to use him. We have Kirike. Yes, her name is pronounced as Kirike. Maybe I should level up her skills. Someone Camilla hits Elizabeth with a... Oh, that's beautiful. Speaking of Elizabeth... if it isn't one of the few female serial killers who specifically kills for sexual pleasure, Elizabeth Bathory, who couldn't sing to save her fucking life. Now here's Elizabeth Bathory. Wear a fucking shirt. We have Robin Hood. Keep in mind, I've never played Fate Extra. I probably will get the, I hear there's an emulated version. I'll probably get it for the PC here. We have the Valkyries. We have the unkillable cockroach himself, Kukalin. Those are the notable. Let me tell you my good box of servants I got here. Level 100 Barghest, base. Level 100 GACHA, base. Level 100 Summer Jalta, awesome. Level 100 Estrella, very nice. Level 100 Mao Nobunaga, nice. My OG Artoria, my Chad Orion, my NP2 Melusine, very good for farming. My Erish Kigal, you have good taste. My level 90 Wilfa Kakitora, my Rider Da Vinci. My Achilles, my NB2 Castoria, damn, I wish I had one. My Tamamo, very nice. My Waver, very good choice. My Karma, my MHX Alta, my Arc, my Eggplant with the 2.0 swimsuit. I think I have that actually. Good Man Saito Hajime, Sama Hokusai, Suzaku, Sumanai. Hello Mikono Mai. Artoria Small, Santa Nightingale, Santa Attila the Hun, level 80 Harashin Percival, those are notable ones, and the Regendo level 80. I think in the next Halloween event we can get a much younger Elizabeth. Greetings, Mikon no Mai! Let me show you my notable ones. So, we have my most powerful one, Melusine. We have Musashi. This is S-tier waifu shit. Peak Tomboy, Mordred. Barbanshee, she honestly deserves better, and because she's in Kildare, she's definitely doing better. We have Meltralis, very good against everything that she's good against. We have Archer. People die when they're killed, right? We have Lambda, who came to my Kildare with 2 fucking tickets and nothing else! Melusine based, indeed, and melt, yes. You try the unkillable cockroach Costa flavor. Indeed, I will one day. One day. Yeah. We have Koyanskaya, who came to my Kildare when I was in a clothes shop. I think it was like the Uniqlo or Kiv. My melt and Melusine enjoyer. Then you have good taste. Heracles. Why is it so hard to get him to 110? And I don't mean just pull Muramasa, there's another person. Nice. One day there will come when we get an Emiya skin where he becomes Shiro. There's another person. True, although it is implied that Shiro is a descendant of Muramasa, which is why he's able to be possessed. We have the person who should probably get to 10-10-10 considering how much I use her. Annoying little shit. Peak waifu. Everyone's favorite. I used her when I didn't have Oberon. Tamamo no Mai, I got her during the anniversary. My first welfare who I cherish dearly. Peak waifu, my first 5-star. Please wear clothes. Got her during my first GSSR. I'll get her up to I'll upgrade her eventually. Deadbeat Dad. Who else is notable? Yeah. I want to see Shiro become cynical and very sharp-tongued because it's funny. You do know that's what Archer is, right? The whole point of Shiro is that he ends up growing up to not be Archer. In Unlimited Blade Works, he gets to outlive his original destiny. Yeah, I want the OG colors. I find it nice that Galatea and Balbanshi became shoemaking friends. Galatea likes shoes? I thought the whole thing was with pants. But yes, it's very nice that our adorable fairy finally gets to, you know, be fucking happy. Grandpa. Indeed! That's who I got from the GSSR. I wanted to Castoria or Morgan, but you know, this is fine. By the way, oh right, I have a Discord here. Banshee is a victim of circumstance. Indeed. And before anyone says anything, it is explicitly said that she is kind by nature. Meaning that no, it is not in her nature to be an evil piece of shit. It was her circumstances that forced her to turn into said piece of shit. Don't forget all to show with guns. Indeed. I'm going to link my Discord right here and pin it. Because I don't actually have bots. Shalom, I'm pretty sure she would have also... She also wouldn't have survived in pan-human history as well. People eventually turn her into a piece of shit. Well, that's why we have her in Chaldea, which is full of good people. Thank you for the follow, lifeless shell. Welcome to Operation Omega. My wish to get 1,000 friends. It's almost more like a quest, actually. Welcome! Oh wait, that's right, Star, you don't actually play FGO, do you? You're probably lost in our conversation right now, right? Don't worry, we'll explain everything later. Do I use my rare prisms on? Do I use my pure prisms on Gramps? I want to save up for... Yeah, let's not. I want to save up for Tiamat because she's eventually going to come later this year. And I'm saving up for Tiamat. Like, a lot. After you always peak, everyone should play. Everyone should play if they can afford it. Unlike most gacha games, the only way your daily reward works is if you enter into the game days in a row. If you don't, unlike Genshin, there is no way to actually get those rewards back. Everyone should play FGO at their own discretion. Explaining FGO will take 1,000 years. Okay, Star, watch the movies. There are anime movies which explain what the fuck happens in this part. This part right here, there's movies of all of that shit. Watch those, they're fucking amazing. Okay, okay. From the amount of money just to be burned. Like the amount of money I spent on to get a GSSR and only got Gramps. But hey, it's fine. When are they going to drop the item with all the fucking steaks? The steaks. I need the steaks. Oh wait, I have pure prisms.
Yeah.
FGO anime is probably the better one of the bunch indeed. I need dragon fangs. Well, don't worry. If you have ascended a bunch of servants. You get this. I had 0 before, and I still had 0 because I haven't finished Traum. I actually haven't started it yet. I'll probably start it now, considering you all are here. But now, you can ascend servants and get this. Oh wait, that's right, I should probably get the grails. Alright, who do I choose here? Well, I'm not going to use you that much. I'm not going to use you, Boudica, unfortunately. That guy's gonna rot. We don't need a rash. Coins. Descent. Held! We still need you. Probably don't need Merciful's coins or Habitrots. Probably don't need Kirikes either. Dear God, this is hard. She's perfect as is. We don't really need her. We definitely don't need you. Nah. I use all my pure prisms and caster berserker gems because I want 10, 10, 10 arc. Very nice. Those things are so nice to lose in the game. I hate farming. Indeed. But you need to farm in order to get the essential material. You do know that, right? Chiron. Altera Alta. Yes, I have her. The Valkyries. Oh, I wish I didn't burn you. Our flamboyant little brother. Paracelsus on Hohenheim. Ibaraki Doji. Paracelsus on Hohenheim. Charles Babbage. Charles Henri Sanson. The Son of the Cursed Arm. Mephistopheles. Now your peak waifu. Not really gonna use you that much considering each single target. Best boy. Also best boy. We don't really use you. We don't really use you either. We don't really use you either. We definitely don't really use you that much. You're fine as is. We don't use you either. So I did... Can I add you? Oh, sure. I just need QP. Oh, we all need QP, mate. So I did the paid banners for the anniversary, and the 2 5 stars I got were Izumo no Okuni and base Abigail Williams. Very nice. Yeah. By the way, how good was Atlantis? Like, for the longest time, Jason was a fucking... He was a goddamn fucking joke character who no one likes. And then after that, yeah, I think she's fine as is. After that, we got to see why he is a hero. It was fucking amazing. Yeah, I mean, as long as everything's fine, it'll be fine. I got no one because I don't pay in this game. The only juice I did was years ago and it was MHX Alta. Well then you, good sir or madam, are not in as deep as the rest of us. We're stuck in this rabbit hole and the only way to get out is to keep on digging. Don't play this game, Star, not if you value your fucking wallet. I'm sitting on 500 free gems and waiting. It's 9 million QP to Grail Arc. Why are women expensive? Simple. Because they're valuable. Why in the hell is it impossible to get these? Why the fuck is it impossible to get these fucking little things? Why do we need to roll the same bloody 5-star over and over again? Why, Lasengle? Why is it like this lasagna? Anyway. As you can see, I have no more left. Well, those things will be very sad. Alright, we have pity now, it's cheap trust. Bullshit, cheap trust barely works. You need to roll like... You need to roll 90 fucking times. In other games, it's like 10. Or 4. Go buy $8 more quartz. Unfortunately, I live in my family's house, and my card is locked because I live with my family, so I need to negotiate with them. Thankfully, I will... Because I have turned 18, my bank account will be eventually here. But you know, I live in Indonesia, and the Indonesian currency is kind of weak. I got Oberon with 1 ticket. I got Lambda with 2 tickets. And I have Oberon an NP2 because once I rolled him, he came twice. Oh god, stop! Don't clip that! Don't clip that! Anyway. I got NP2 Castoria a single 10 pull. Why do you guys have such luck and I'm stuck here scraping? I'm stuck here scraping for goddamn leftovers. I went all in. No, Morgan. Not a single one. Yes, same here, mate. Same here. Because you didn't want to enter during the beach episode. Alright. So by the way, unlike most FGO tubers, I've got a special thing here. I went all into the Benny Banner 1400 SQ for nothing. There was no pity that time. Why would you roll when there's no pity? I've done this so many goddamn times, it's like muscle memory. Alright, let's get the Giga Baham cards. Where's the Giga Baham? Where's the Black Baham cards? Black Bahamut, Black Bahamut, there we are. Gotcha and go. This Nothing Lost was a nightmare. Those who stayed long enough know those pity was a myth in FGO. I called support to make sure my account was bugged. We lived that way in the mud. Shit, that's unfortunate. You know, the only reason we stay is because of the cute art, the dojins, and the amazing story. That is why we stay. The gacha is the worst part of this game. Which is not what you want in a gacha game, by the way. So if anyone wants to, my friend code is 381495080. Which they would do against Gacha, so only 80 pulls for a 50. I think it'd be more realistic for like a 90 pull. Or maybe they'd have it where you have to roll 5 times. Realistically, they would do that. Oh, are we fucking kidding? It's lasagna. Anyway, I'm gonna go add your friend code to my one. Let's hope Toei doesn't fucking kill me for using this sounds on a soundboard. There's my friend code, by the way. Oh, wait, what? Oh! Here we are, I'm following you now. Don't worry about using the wrong code. Complete. Alright, shall we start Traum? I'll try and voice act it. Spoiler warning, I suck at female voices. I just sound like... I suck at female voices that aren't a mommy voice. Shall we go? Oh, your friend code, just a moment. And a vague summary of Traum. No thank you, no spoilies! Oh god, that sounded horrible there. No spoilers, thank you very much. Ah. Anyway, my favorite is Ereshkigal. Funny thing is, even in the original Mesopotamian mythology, she was still fucking horny. Even then. Nothing has changed. And funny thing is, in the original one, she fell in love with a non-binary person. Yes, ancient Mesopotamia had that. More inclusive than the current ones. Choose two. I'm already done with this though. I chose Bab's one though. What if it's very vague? No, I will do this with you guys. Let me just go finish this coffee first. Caffeine. Anyway, I will be using my cup to try and voice people who are wearing armor. This is good since I haven't done the story yet. Yes, indeed. By the way, if you wish to join my Discord, that's in the top. It's not very active. I'd like it to be active. We're connected to chat. Wait. Oh, thank God. The Wi-Fi isn't dead yet. Wait, is it? Oh my God. We all know that everyone that is not from America and speaks English speaks British. Well, I'm from Australia, so that's sort of similar to Britain. I assume this is Sherlock. Thinking out loud. Redacted, can't trust redacted. Are they alive? Are they dead? Are they standing? Sitting? Do they care for anything? Wish for anything? Pray for anything? They understand nothing. They know neither suffering nor joy. If it's Australia, then it means you upgraded too far in the English tech tree. Well, my father was born in Fiji when it was still part of Britain, so he made sure to show me a lot of British stuff. Because I used to have an American accent when I was young, because I watched a lot of Disney. So he made sure to hammer the British into my head. And now my American accent sounds either racist or neutral. Sorry, it either sounds like it's from Texas or it's neutral, or it's from the Appalachian Mountains. Anyway. They have no concerns, but also no relief. Only hunches and chills tell them the end is coming. And so they die out here, miserably, meaninglessly. But something buried inside them keeps them alive for just a little longer. So please try to remain human as you should, till the very end. Turn not to prayer but to song. It is all they can do. Thinking out loud. Yes, that's right. I must be a traitor. I betrayed both proper human history and sincerity. It must be my incompetence. Or maybe this is how capable I am. Yes, my favorite pseudo-lost belt. Trauma! Trauma! That's just what fate is. Trauma! At last, the day my sins, my evil deeds, and my duties all come to an end shall arrive. Here beneath Reichenbach Falls. This is why I think it's Sherlock, because I heard that he's important here. And Reichenbach Falls is where he, quote-unquote, died. So here's what you need to do about this massive singularity. The era is somewhat unstable, but we do know that it's sometime after AD 1700, with a margin of at least 100 years. The location is presently unclear as well, and based on the vegetation we discovered, we can rule out the Far East, Africa, and Europe. Our best guess is that we are somewhere in America. The magical energy levels are not as high as the Age of Gods, but we're seeing tremendous fluctuations in the readings. The magical energy ripples are so numerous that it is like observing a pond on a rainy day. Frankly, it leaves me thinking anti-noble phantasms might be popping off like fireworks in the singularity. And then there is the foundation of humanity rating. Error. Error? Now the X rank then signifies non-standard values. Correct, it does not even register as non-standard. It's like nothing we've ever seen. Generally speaking, the smallest of our new singularities are rated E-. Any lower than that, and they wouldn't qualify as singularities. Maybe it's just a bug in the system. I hope so. Can you tell that I can't do female voices? Help me! Either way, I will continue to monitor both the rating and the singularity as the situation develops. And the point stands that at the moment we have many questions and precious few answers. Then we're essentially in the dark, which means we don't know more until we go there. I hate to just fly by the seat of our pants, but I don't see that we have a choice. Fortunately, Holmes is one of the zones best qualified for this particular ray shift. Once you get there, I'm sure you will be able to get to the heart of the mystery in no time. Right, Holmes? It's quite a responsibility. But you may rest assured that I am up to the task. Uncovering the truth is the very essence of a detective's calling. Glad to have your Baritsu on board. How very welcoming of you. That's all I have to say about the singularity, yeah? Then I'll take it from here. You'll have one other servant accompanying you on this mission, though I'm sorry to say it won't be MASH. Right. I'm afraid the Ortonax is still undergoing maintenance. I can't do a female voice and an American one simultaneously. Shall I try to do an impression of Ruby Rose? I'm afraid the Ortonax is still... Nope, fuck that. British it is. I'm afraid the Ortonax is still undergoing maintenance. In my capacity as technical advisor, I can't really allow her to ray shift until maintenance is finished. I'm not surprised. All those arduous battles in both Fairy Britain and Tunguska could easily have thrown her spirit origin a bit off kilter. Do I have to voice Foe? Okay, so like for the new MASH NP update, because I don't like the Ortonax, instead of having a defensive NP, make it the Black Barrel. Can you voice Foe? Just a moment, I'm gonna go drink some water. Alright. Got some of my unique vocal warm-ups. Locked the door. Voice for what's more badass than your Kohai with a fucking cannon designed to kill gods? True. But the Ortonax kit is fucking awful. The original one is an attack boost and damage cut and higher defense. So she's a really good support one. Then the Ortonax one is kind of... The Ortonax should be full offense. Anyway. I guess foe's not coming along this time either. The good news is we're still planning our to shift mash over there once your Snax's maintenance is done. As for your other companion this time around... I wonder if I was still primate murder. Shall I attempt the Romanian accent? You needn't continue dragging this out. It is I, Count Vlad. Indeed, it is a weighty responsibility, but I shall do my utmost to discharge my duty. I mean, foe is technically still, as you quote, primate murder. He's still a beast of humanity, but he's just lost his intelligence temporarily. He's slowly regaining it, as seen during the Valentine's scene with Kolinskaya. He goes, "Foe! Rabbit! Foe!" So he's alive. There are numerous cases of other servants besides Count Vlad who are matched with ray shifts, but we can only send 3 in total. Since we're going to send Mash out later, that leaves us able to send only 2 for now. Since Holmes is already on a lock for 1 position, that left only 1 slot for the last servant. I love when foe just goes, "Oh, you know." Oh shit, I can't straighten my voice. Maybe I should take voice acting classes. My friends and my parents keep telling me I should do it. I was chosen after a peaceful discussion. Peaceful in this case means only a bare minimum of blood spilled. Sounds like they decided to win it by fighting to the death. Master, I know the singularity is full of mysteries, but I urge you not to lose sight of our ultimate objective. Becoming emotionally invested in our enemies can lead to lapses in judgment if we are not careful. But I suppose there is little point in telling you that now. You are our master, do as you wish. I will remain on standby in my spirit form. Call for me if you need anything. Imagine if you could do that in real life, that would be really convenient. I, for one, feel better already. As a matter of fact, we'd like to be ray-shifting one more very special guest. Fun fact, by technicality, since Arkruid's father owned foe as a pet, Arkruid is technically foe's owner. Arkruid owns the beast of taming? My word, that's amazing! She owns the white rabbit that killed King Arthur! Holy shit! That's fucking canon? It's amazing! But you said that's only 3 servants. I did, yes. But the presence of another master will grant us much wider range of options. By the way, I've already read through the prologue. So... Oh, wait, never mind, it's just harking on Alex Father, it was weird. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Drum roll. Let us reintroduce you to a man you've definitely seen before, who attempted to bone a member of the Russian royalty. Scion, does that mean... Kaduk! You got it. Alright, Kaduk, it's time for you to earn your keep. Old Altrod Brunstud. Maybe something else. That's right, he's back! And he tried to... Anastasia's boyfriend. Yeah, Kaduk Zem Lupus, Master Team A, reporting for duty. Kaduk, but you're one of the cryptas! Yeah, I actually know that, but my lost spell is long gone. And I obviously can't escape to Olympus anymore, either. Surrender is pretty much my only option here. Not that I expect you to trust me just because of that. Hell no, we don't! That's okay. I'll just have to prove you can through my actions. What's with the collar? Nothing gets by you, eh? Go on, Scion, tell him. Sure thing. This is the Atlas Institute-produced Mage Killer Collar. We'll be monitoring Kadok during this mission. If he tries anything funny, the collar will activate and completely destroy his magical circuits. Well, of course, anything funny includes trying to remove the collar himself. We do not want to kill him. But if he tries to use the collar to intentionally destroy his magical circuits, that is what he'll be. Oh, and be careful when using Magecraft too, since any unauthorized spells could trigger the collar as well. Do you know Scion Atlasia is still a vampire here? She's a fucking vampire? Wait, hold on. Scion Atlasia. Keep in mind, my only exposure to Fate is Unlimited Blade Works and this. I have not actually seen anything else. Melty Blood Axe. Oh, so she's a vampire. Alternate timeline stuff. She's from Tsukihime and Melty Blood. Explain the whole Natsu was complicated. No, it's not. Just alternate universes and stuff. Damn, you guys are brutal. But fine, I can deal. Kadok? Yeah? It's good to have you on the team. Yeah, okay. First piece of free advice. Mages shouldn't be so quick to offer someone a hand. Our hands convey a ton of information. You're a master too. You should know how important the hand with your command spell is. He's such a typical mage that he's making me remember I'm actually a mage too. What's the name? Gudao might be a great master, but he was never really trained as a mage. So I hope you'll keep giving him tips as time permits, Kadok. I will. What about his serious lights, Miss Scion? Alright, then explain Carnival Phantasm. I've never seen Carnival Phantasm before, and I'll probably watch it in order to try and find out what it is. I was unable to remove it, but keep that to yourself for now. Understood. If the foreign god could activate Cirrus lights remotely, she would surely have done so long ago. There's little to gain by letting ourselves become overly concerned. Kadok is basically all extra class, and I mean all extra class on his hand. If anything happens to him or her, everything in the vicinity will die. What? Kadok has access to all extra classes? Run that by me again? Who has the extra class, Ritsuka or Kadok? Because Ritsuka would make a lot of sense because, you know, he has the whole briefcase thing. Ritsuka's all the... Yeah, that makes more sense. Ritsuka has actual gods on his payroll. Well, he has actual gods. Sorry, they have actual gods in their harem. Both of them have harems. Either way, anything happens to Ritsuka and a bunch of gods are immediately going to get pissed off. When you have the embodiment of Earth protecting you, you better pack up to Mars. Not just the embodiment of Earth. The embodiment of Earth, numerous fertility gods, multiple death gods. Multiple gods stuffed together into a singular body that makes up the Sakura 5. BB herself. Let's also not forget about... What is that again? Ibaraki Doji, which is basically an incarnated god. Like the god of the mountain. Yeah, Ibaraki Doji is just a god. We also have the alternate version of Qin Shi Huang. What I found funny is that when Ritsuka eventually dies and everyone gets fights on who gets to keep the soul. Don't forget the outer gods. Yes, that too. Something tells me that what would happen is that if Ritsuka died, they'd probably just try and get a necro. They'd probably try and find a way to bring him back to life. Back to life. Gudao and Gudako. If Gudao/Gudako died, they'd probably try and bring them back to life. That's true. I mean, it ain't so hard. But more like natural causes. We have actual gods on the payroll. We have reality manipulators on the payroll. Reversing the aging process is no trouble for them. And you know, they can do like, maybe they can just rip his soul out and stuff it into a new body. Like that new spider lady, that spider doll lady, the black and white one with red eyes. The Valentine CE, or the Bomb CE, is just like a mannequin body. And it's implied that she'll basically just, she's implying that she'll suck out the soul from our body, stuff it into the mannequin one, and that is our new body. I wonder where he goes reverse side of the world with Ereshkigal? Or any other god or goddess is the other man. Again, like I said, we have that spider robot lady who has literally given us an alternate body that she can just take our soul out, stuff it into the new body, and then we're basically brought back to life. And if she does that again and again and again, Gudako is practically immortal. Anyway, back to voice acting. The caller should suppress it before he can activate. Or maybe Merlin comes in mid-fight for the soul and swoops in to take risks to Avalon. Or, again, necromancy bullshit, because there's a lot of that. Granted, we would prefer to avoid testing that theory if at all possible. Okay, Cyan, that's it for me. Anything else before we send them on their way? By the way, I know Da Vinci's Italian. I am not going to attempt an Italian accent. Yes, just one last thing. We were able to extract some keywords pertaining to the singularity from a hieroglyphic prediction. Not a problem. Revolt. Eyelid. Eyelid. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I'm afraid I have no idea either. I'm pretty sure Archetype Earth in Coppermine's and Ritsuka becoming a dead apostle. What's that again? A dead apostle is humans that become vampires by the use of magecraft, by the actions of another vampire. Dead apostles include creatures that weren't vampires to begin with, such as animals. Again, they don't even have to go that far. They already have the fucking robot lady, the robot spider lady who gender swapped Senjubo. So not Senjubo, the person who tried to shoot Oda Nobunaga, gender swapped them by body manipulation. He's a worse vampire than Akroid. Understandable. Let's just my story. I'm afraid I have no idea either. All I can say for certain at this point is that we absolutely cannot afford to overlook anything in the singularity. And that it is on the same scale as the 7 singularities. I know this might feel like a setback now that we're finally about to take a crack at the 7th lost belt, but it's just as Simon said. But dispose of this massive singularity no matter what. Prepare to race shift! Ryokai! And now, for the shit that happens in here. Plus, again, necromancy exists in Fate. That'll be very easy to just bring back Ritsuka from the dead. Like, bam. Pretty sure RHQ Gal can just give him a pass. Give her a pass. Give him a pass. No matter the time, place, or prevailing ideology, there's no venture more difficult to succeed in than war. I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. Death comes regardless of race, gender, or age. The talented, the hardworking, the lucky all die with shocking ease. When living beings die, they become lumps of inanimate meat. Servants don't even get that much. When they die, they vanish without a trace, as if they had never existed at all. Death. Its coming is so mundane, it's enough to drive one crazy. Both heroes who save their nation and anti-heroes who have harmed countless people are dying for reasons unknown, as though it were completely natural. War never changes. It doesn't matter how the times change, or how far civilization advances. The final stage of negotiations is two sides killing each other. They have but one goal: rebellion. Not against a king, a god, or even the world, but against proper human history itself. Emperor Constantine? Do you understand why you've been called here? This castle was an unbearable place for the summoned servants seasoned by battle. Any ordinary person setting foot inside would be driven insane by its blood-red glamour and pitch-black madness. That madness was personified in the beautiful woman who stood before them. No, Lady Crimehild. I could... oh, wait. No, Lady Crimehild. I can't think of anything that would... I know she's voiced by Kaguya, okay? Her name was Kriemhild. The queen from the Nibelungenlied, who swore revenge for her husband Siegfried's murder. Desertion in the face of the enemy. Allowing an enemy to escape. Disrupting the battlefield as part of a relentless pursuit. Yes, it's one of the best parts of Kriemhild, especially her Valentine's Day scene. Yes, where she goes from this to literally just being Kaguya. Speak. I retreated because Ryder disrupted the battlefield. If I had stayed, I would have very likely have died. That wasn't an enemy. He was just a child. A tactical error on my part, and one for which I apologize profusely. I see. If we had held out, the city still would have fallen, but my men wouldn't have died needlessly. Oh. Yep. The penalty is death. Archer, there are no children on the battlefield. Even if there were, they would be servants. Even if that escapes your understanding, then you shall die as well. As for you, Ryder... But why? You pretended to be contrite, hoping to save your life because you know what I'm like. I have no need for one so shrewd and self-serving. I don't mind it was a Rider class and a Lancer class servant. Even Rider couldn't escape.
Curse you! You're just a woman driven mad by revenge.
Notice the little meringue-looking things on his shoulders. That is meant for people who are cavalry, to absorb the force. Do you think that is a revelation to me? My. Once again, you've made quite a bloody mess. This cleaning up mess is not your job, Jie. Indeed it is. Or rather, it's my puppet's job. Go on then, get to work. Oh, the guy who led the Yellow Suburban Rebellion. I'll go with things on the front line. A deadlock. Still, his talent for defense is almost maddening. Well, he is a renowned hero for a reason. Oops, my apologies. How fare things on your end? I've been mastering my Tai Ping Jing and my knowledge of puppet soldiers to the best of my ability, but it's still going to take some time. You may have all the time and money you need. Just make sure you succeed. Fail, and I will have no choice but to cut your head off too. Oh, then I better give it everything I've got, hadn't I? Well, no matter. What about new servants? It seems some new ones were just summoned not too long ago. I believe most of this batch went over to the opposing factions. And what about the Righteous Realm? Has it moved? No, it still hasn't budged. The only activity we've seen from its subordinates is scouting maneuvers. I see. He must be waiting to swoop in after the dust settles and claim the spoils for himself. I'm noting that when I put Arkroyd's ascension to random, it seems like second and third ascension is like fighting more than first ascension. Might be RNG. They aren't so weak that we could outrun them all at once, but we can't ignore them either. It's a most vexing position to be in, and in consequence, we find ourselves in this deadlock. Infuriating. Indeed it is. Have the assassins continued to keep an eye on them? Yes, my lady. And one more thing. Your zodiac star was twinkling earlier. Zodiac star? It means someone will have a significant impact on the singularity is about to arrive. Namely, Chaldea. I see, so they're coming. They're really coming. What to do? What am I going to do about them? How can I best make them suffer? How can I best make them grieve? In the end, I will behead them, of course, but before that, I must make sure their punishment is truly spectacular. How dare some common mage use us as familiars? Please calm yourself, my queen. They are still prisoners of war, and our society's rules do technically demand we treat them with hospitality. Oh, hospitably. I never consented to playing by any such rules. Oh, very well. Have the Chaldeans monitored until we know more. I'm afraid we don't have the cash to spare. Then recall some of the assassins we sent to spy on the Righteous Realm. Have them keep an eye on the Chaldeans for the time being. Understood. Oh, guys, done talking yet? Are you guys done talking yet? Salome, I'm surprised to see you out of the torture chamber. Torture? I don't know anything about that. I just want heads, that's all. Oh, never mind. Now what is it? What's Chaldea? Well, to make a long story short, I would say that they are enemies. Nothing more, nothing less. So you're going to fight them? I'm going to kill them. Oh. Well, if you have any important heads you want to keep, could you let me hold on to them for you? I'll consider it. I doubt I will, though. Really? That's too bad. Am I doing a good job with the female voices? I'm not sure I'm doing a good job with them. Okay, I'm going out for a bit. I'm going to pick you up. Anything? Maybe, some sachet torte. It's really good. No, thank you. Okay, bye! Are you sure she should be allowed to run about doing as she pleases? That's the way of life she sought as an anti-hero. There's nothing to be gained from denying her. That's it. Important thing is that she's a strong fighter. Let her have her fun. As you wish.
The preparations for the experiment have been completed, Long Juncture.
Great, I'll be there. If you excuse me, my queen. How irritating. This is all so irritating. Caldeia, the king, the emperor. I can't stand any of them. It's all that hero's fault. I might just fall apart if he isn't summoned soon. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. She's waiting for her husband, isn't she? And here's Emperor Constantine.
That concludes my report, sir.
She likes her husband a lot. Considering she basically committed manslaughter, she became a serial killer to avenge his death. Yes, she loves her husband a lot. It'd be funny if Sumanai would be voiced by President Miyuki. I don't get that reference. Thank you, Lance. Thank you, Lance. You may go.
Yes, sir.
Yet more heroes' lives have been needlessly lost. Please don't be sad, Your Holiness. As the Pope, you are right to grieve, but that is as far as it should go. For context, that is the only female Pope to have ever existed. There are very few historical records of her. But considering that the Catholic Church had anti-female Pope measures, like checking if the person had testicles, it is very likely that a female Pope did exist, and it might have been Popess Joanna, who is who she is. She is rebelling. Apparently she was actually quite good at her job. So she's the Popess Joanna. These heroes are willing to lay down their lives to bring victory in this war. I really don't think anybody is such a great sacrifice. One cannot determine their own worth. That is for others to decide. You may deny yours, despise yourself, or blame yourself for your undeserved fairy tale fortune all you like. But we, your loyal subjects, will continue to love and respect you. Is that such a burden? Honestly, yes! Yes, it is! Well, that's a problem then. Personally, I'd rather die happy and smiling than continuing on like this. I'm sorry, Your Holiness, but we're not allowed to let you die. We all pledged to keep you alive, and I consider it my sworn duty. And that right there is exactly why this is such a burden. Fine, whatever, I don't care anymore. Whatever happens, happens. But can I at least ask you one thing, Emperor? What is it? Those atrocities you and the others are committing, are they all to make my desire come true? Or are you putting your lives at risk because you want to keep doing these things? That's a difficult question. If that really isn't what you want, then I can offer you my own life for what it's worth. And as the Emperor of a dying empire, I doubt it'll be much. No, you're right. I hate to admit it, but part of me does yearn to see what happens next. No, I must see it. I have to. Is that the voice of your lord? I don't know. My lord's mistress can at times be complicated. Enough that an insolent like me can't hope to understand them. Then again, it could be that That's enough, Your Holiness. Really discord and blasphemy like that way. Well, that's rude. I'll have you know I understand my place very well, thank you very much. God works mysterious ways most of the time. Yes, and sometimes he works in incomprehensible ways. Do you? I have my doubts about that. Alright. I'm gonna go worship like I always do. By all means. Don't wait up for me. I need to discuss strategy with my subordinates. Fine. Oh, and can I say one last thing? Try not to do so much. Try not to do too much evil scheming, okay? It'll ruin your good looks. The Pope showing attraction to someone? Oh, how scandalous. Well, I'll be damned. I guess it is no accident Her Holiness was appointed Pope after all. But I'm afraid I'm not done with evil schemes just yet.
We are here, Your Imperial Majesty.
Good, let's begin with your report.
Yes, my liege. A medium-sized force from the Revenge Realm attacked us 3 hours ago. They attempted to seize the Tower of Trigonio for themselves. Fortunately, the 30 Archer-class servants you had stationed there drove them away by unleashing all of their noble phantasms at once.
I see. So played out just as I expected then.
Yes, my liege. Unfortunately, 10 of our other servants were killed when they tried pursuing the retreating enemy forces.
I thought I told them to maintain our defenses, not give them pursuit.
You did, my liege. But several Rider, Berserker, and Lancer-class servants decided to disobey orders. They were clearly trying to steal a march on the enemy, and...
So you're one of the servants who violated the chain of command. Went off on their own.
Forgive me, my liege.
If you could do it all over again, I trust you'd make a different choice.
Yes, my liege.
Do you expect mercy? Sorry to scare you, I understand. As a warrior, instinct drives you to take advantage of opportunities for glory in battle. I couldn't ask my soldiers to suppress those instincts any more than I could ask them to stop breathing. I forgive you, and I ask that the rest of you may go easy on them as well. This should go without saying, but achieving great things is your top priority. Even if that means occasionally disobeying orders.
Yes, my liege.
Very good. Next.
These two are called fighting.
You know that fighting between servants is forbidden, especially in this realm. I therefore sentence you both to rearguard duty during the next battle.
Alright, you got your sentence. Now move. I'm the last one.
Oh, I'm surprised to see you here. You've always been such a model soldier. What could one of the Alexander the Great's own have done to get in trouble?
Well...
Unforgivable. You've done the one thing that is absolutely forbidden in this realm. We will not tolerate proper human history. Only rebellion is permitted here. There can be neither collaboration with nor mercy from the enemy. I thought you understood that you had chose to stand with us. And you chose to stand with us.
But... we're...
Yes, we are heroes. Beings who struggled against, swallowed up by, or outright disappeared into the flow of history. The shackles binding us to protect humanity are gone, and I cannot forgive proper human history, though I admit it is a completely one-sided grudge. Nonetheless, this realm is for the home. This realm is a home for those who share that view. Something must have gone with you. Must have gone wrong with you when you were summoned.
You're the ones who have gone wrong.
Perhaps, but I cannot stop now. I'm off to worship. Leave me.
Yes, my liege.
I'm not wrong. I'm not lost. Normally her prayers would be for others, not herself. Prayer should be for others, or for something larger than oneself. That is how it should be. Through devotion, you prove who you claim to be. But this time, her prayers are for herself. Her sins are not sins. Her atonement is not atonement. And yet, paradoxically, that devotion is the only thing bearing fruit. It is that paradox that brings her suffering she is powerless to stop. Please grant me salvation. She murmured her wish under her breath, unsure to whom she should direct it. I'm sorry I'm late. Oh no, it's fine. I only began praying for myself. Is something wrong? It's nothing. Alright, I think I'll pray for you next. She prays to help shoulder the burden of her sins, even if doing so stains her own hands with blood. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But as sorry as I am, I can't think of any other way. And now...
That concludes my report. According to the caster's analysis, the two other realms' battle ended in a painful draw.
Damn, so they didn't get beyond skirmishing. And you're still just as wary as us as ever. What do you think, Roland? By the way, he is French, but I cannot do a French accent. Also, it is canon in the original source material that he wore beautiful clothing. Of course they are. Our faction may be the smallest, but our forces are just as strong as theirs. If we were to attack with everything we've got, we'd walk away with a lion's share.
And above all, our realm has none other than Charles the Great. Yeah, who cares about Kriemhild and Constantinos? Charles the Great is the only true emperor.
You heard that, Your Imperial Majesty?
I do.
We feared neither the revenge-crazed queen, or the emperor who failed to protect his nation. So says Charles the Great.
Whoa, that's our emperor for you. Indeed. We will wait until the end before we make our move. A true emperor should never act in haste.
I only know Istolfo and Roland from the hit game Library Runia and the Nintendo Switch made by Project Moon. Oh, they're actually from a French fairy tale, actually. Numerous, actually.
We will wait until the end before we make our move. Oh wait, I already said that.
Charles also says to tell the assassins to dedicate themselves to training and step up their efforts even further. By the way, Astolfo is actually straight. In one of the stories in The Matter of France, his friend's wife cheated on him. So as a small experiment to see if men were as prone to adultery as women, he and his friend had sex with 1,000 women. And through their experiment, they determined that men and women are both equally as susceptible to adultery. Welcome in, Doc. Now what the fuck? I'm explaining Astolfo's little experiment to see the rates of adultery in men and women, where he banged 1,000 women. Yes, Astolfo, the pink-haired femboy. That is a straight man. He's just metrosexual, okay? Actually, is he in Fate?
It shall be done, my liege.
Roland and I will head on next, Your Imperial Majesty. First thing I hear when I came in is he smashed up 100. No, not 100. 1,000. Astolfo was a big ladies' man. Why do you think there's so many dojos of him in NTR? Why do you think he's the guy NTRing the ladies in all of those books? Because of the 1,000 banging women thing. Well, Doc, that's just who I am now. MB 1,000. Look, he's a ladies' man. He's a beautiful man who wears fabulous clothing, according to the original source material, by the way, in the matter of France. That's also where Mandricardo and Bradamante come from, by the way. Roland, go get him. Him as well. I'm on my liege. I'll leave straight away. Hey Roland, don't forget your sanity this time, okay? He's referring to the time Roland went mad, stripped buck naked, and rampaged through a city. Yes, that is an actual thing that happened. That only happens to you! So, how's it going?
It wasn't easy, but we survived another day. What a relief.
You did great, sir.
Are you sure? All I said was indeed and I see.
There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes even a few brief words can speak volumes. Not gonna lie, I wish that was me. What? You wish you were Roland? Where you went crazy and went streaking? I don't remember, but in Orlando Furioso, was Roland rejected or something else? Yes? Let me check. Orlando Furioso. Am I pronouncing that right? Orlando is the Christian knight known in French as Roland. Oh, it's an Italian epic. Orlando Furioso means furious or enraged Orlando, or Roland. Includes Orlando's cousin, the paladin Rinaldo, who, like Orlando, is also in love with Angelica, a pagan princess. Rinaldo, of course, is the Italian equivalent of Roland. So is a love triangle for a pagan princess. And frankly, if you were to say more than that, your imperial aura will be ruined, somewhat diminished.
Is it just me, or are you saying that I'm not much like an emperor?
It's just you.
If you say so. But never mind that now. The scouts are getting increasingly nosy. We won't be able to keep this charade up much longer. With the renowned Charles the Great refusing to show himself for so long, people will naturally assume that
he's either gravely injured or harboring some awful secret. But again, there was this time where he had to fight Argalia, the princess's brother, for her hand, I believe. Maybe I'll read the original.
But if I just pranced on out of there...
It cut you down before you could say hello. Well, that sucks for us. This is no laughing matter. You think? Because it seems to me like all we need is for something to happen that'll keep them from suspecting the king. Say, for example, a fourth faction showing up. I've got a hunch that things are about to change. Now's our chance, so we should send lots of scouts to make sure we don't miss it.
Your hunches do seem credible. Alright, we'll send out the scouts. Let's add riders and casters to the usual assassins. Our defenses should hold for a while, even if we assign them to other classes. I hope you'll help us too.
You got it! Am I doing a good job voicing these guys? Sir.
Yes?
I feel this will be a crucial turning point for you. Please try to stay on top of things.
Of course. I'll show them exactly what I'm made of. Oh, my name isn't Charles the Great.
Don Quixote? You're getting to perilous territory, sir. Remember, if they discover the truth, they'll have your head on a spike. So you must be both cautious and bold. Is that clear?
Indeed. Now then, if a fourth faction is about to get involved, it would have to be them. I wonder what's going to happen.
So Don Quixote is the first Trinibio, and it is the first not modern novel, by the way. What the fuck is happening? Why is it pink? Freaking ow! That's hot! So that's how reshifting feels, huh? No, that one was kind of weird. Quite right. There was clearly something different about it compared to the usual reshifts. Well, this is my first, so I've got nothing to compare it to. I'll just have to trust you guys to figure out what's wrong. Master, are you able to contact Chaldea? Yes, Smash here. I'm calling from Chaldea. There needs to be a voice actor. Alright, you're the fifth person to say that. Unfortunately, my mic is ass and I don't have voice acting lessons. Are you okay, Master? We noticed there was an odd tremor during your raid shift. We're fine. That's a relief. Right. I can confirm that you and Kadok are both unharmed. It looks like Holmes and Vlad that made it there as well. According to Sheba's observations, there should be a small town nearby. Is that where we go first? As in all matters, we begin by gathering information. We must learn all we can, even if we must take a few risks to do so. Well, that's the textbook answer. But first, let me ask you something. Can you use suggestions? Suggestions? Guess that answers that. So this entire time, you've been going around, running your mouth, knowing the locals will think you're either crazy or dangerous. Well, at least this Mystic Code does have some magecraft built in to dispel some of that incongruity. Well, really? I had no idea. Me neither. Seems like the kind of thing you probably should have told him about sooner, but whatever. Alright, I'll use a charm suggestion on the locals. You think of what you should ask them. Will do. So is that the friendship spell in D&D? So where exactly are we headed? The town is due north from you. The town is due north of you. Then let us be on our way. It's a shame we don't have any horses. I'll bring up the rear then. Gudao, Kadok, you two stay in the middle. Sure. Holmes? Oh, yes. My apologies. I'll be right there. A clear blue sky that seems endless. A gentle breeze rustling pleasantly over the plain. Everything is quiet and peaceful. It made a horrible feeling of dread take hold, and refused to let go. It was not Cadix Zem Lupus who experienced that feeling, nor was it Gudao, or Vlad III, or even Sherlock Holmes. But despite her misgivings, she still had no choice but to send Gudao and his companions to the Singularity. Should I call him Ritzka or Gudao? Did I voice act them correctly? I suck with female voices, remember? Ooh, nice map here. What's this? Oh, it hides the UI. Hey. Interesting town. My only friend is the coffin maker. My, that's just a jolly thing to say. The quest is no battles, shall we? We shall. Water bottle. Inhaler for my nose. The whole town's been destroyed. And completely deserted as well. This won't do. There's something here that troubles me more than the lack of people. How accurately can you analyze this debris, Mr. Lupus? You want me to analyze it? Like, measure how old the materials are and stuff? Just so. Well, I do have some degree of familiarity with the subject. I can only do so much. Certainly nothing compared to analysis that employs complex magecraft. We needn't settle for my amateur attempts since we have a mage with us. Now I see. Not merely my specialty, but I can give it a shot. You basically just need me to figure out this stuff's archaeological period, right? Yes, that will do nicely. I suspect that this debris was created through magecraft rather than human hands. Magecraft? Well, I say debris, but I mean the entire town. But let's not wait for Mr. Lupus's analysis before I say more. Is this some kind of joke? What is it? The short version is that Holmes is right. This whole place was made with magecraft. Probably a caster's territory creation or something like it. A normal mage would really struggle with something like this, but a caster could do it pretty easily, I think. This town would seem to be of mid to late European design. But, as I suspected, something isn't right. But it does appear to be deserted, as Count Vlad said. I can discern no traces of anyone ever having lived here to begin with. The hell are you talking about? Think of it like a movie set. There are faint signs of use, but nothing like the wear and tear one might expect to see over time. I don't know if it was a maid or a servant, but someone built this whole town in an instant. That is my working assumption. I see. That's unusual, but not outside the realm of possibility. Then let me ask you something, detective. Please do. Even if a servant or someone or something similar to one did create this town, what destroyed it? Well, we can certainly rule out wildfires as well as any other natural disaster. What we do see are holes, likely from arrows, in the walls, nicks from swords and other blades, and ruts from wagons laden with heavy supplies. A scene we are all too familiar with. Servants fought a battle here. I thought so. Master, everyone, please be careful. I just picked up some servant signals and they're headed straight for you. Hold on, getting a total now. There. Mash? This can't be right. Da Vinci! I see too. This is malfunctioning or any kind of glitch. Britska, listen to me very carefully. There's an army of servants closing in on you. Did you say an army? For context, the way servants in this world work is that they're familiars. The master, or the wizard that summoned them, act as a battery that fuels the servant. So,
The more servants you have, the more magical energy you need. However, rogue servants happen to be summoned at random by a holy grail, which is like a big magical generator. An army of servants is the equivalent of having multiple nuclear warheads, essentially, because they're really powerful. I did. There's about 100 of them, and they're all servants. What? Let me be certain I heard you correctly. You're saying that these aren't beings that rival servants in power, but actual servants. Is that right? That's right. I rechecked the reading several times. Now hurry up and get out of there or hide. No. Now it's even another servant army. So the same size as the first. Another one? It would seem that the two armies mean to surround this town. Let's hurry, they'll be here any moment. Alright, let's hide. Captain Master. Since neither Count Vlad nor I are assassins, I doubt we'd be able to completely erase our presence. And if we stay together like this, they'll be even more likely to find us. I would like you to hide somewhere separate. Count Vlad and I will find our own way to get through this. If worst comes to worst, use the command spell. If nothing else, that should allow me to turn the situation around. Got it? Also, there is something I would like to ask of you. Something Count Vlad and I will be doing ourselves. What's that? Pay attention to the servants headed this way. Try to find out what they're thinking and what they're trying to accomplish. What we need right now is information. Every action they take, every word they speak could be invaluable. Will do. Thank you, Mr. Ritska. Then we shall meet again later. This ought to be far enough. Then let's dig a hole to hide in. Shall I bring more rubble? Good idea. This should be big enough for us to hide. Should be big enough to hide us, but not so much that looks out of place. Got it! That should do it. Okay, Ritska, get in and stay put. Mouse's hideaway, cat's shortcut. At times, shallow thinking can triumph wisdom. What was that? A camouflage spell. I don't know if it'll work on servants, but it's better than nothing. Ah, that's amazing. Are you kidding me? It's one of the most basic spells there is. I haven't even been able to cut down my chanting time for it. It's too slow for us to use. It's too slow for us to use on short notice. But I guess that doesn't matter now. Anyway, it has soundproofing built in, but keep your voice down anyway. There's different schools of magecrafts. Just what, you want to know more about mine? If you don't mind. Why not? Not like it's gonna last much longer. Hell, it's practically dead already. And it's not like telling you how it's gonna change anything. It's anti-beast magecraft. Spells meant for fighting, well, wild beasts. Humanity has always been its worst enemy, but beasts are a close second. An ordinary person could never beat a wild beast with his bare hands. So it's not really a shock people came up with magecraft to help with that. So if you could probably guess how it fell into decline, yeah? Not much need for spells to track or chase animals these days. Plenty of substitutes for that. Of course, the spells can still come in handy against wild beasts. But then, there aren't all that many of them out there anymore, either. That's what happens to all magecraft eventually, though. Spells change the times, either becoming crazy strong or so weak they're useless. Didn't you ever think about giving up being a mage? What? No. I can't believe you're even asking that. Next piece of free advice. Asking any normal halfway decent mage that question is a fast way to die. You're basically telling them, your whole way of life is pointless. Why don't you just die already? I didn't mean to.
Not much I can do to you right now. Not with this collar. Sorry, that wasn't called for. I should probably work on house maybe again. One of these days. Anyway, I think we've run out of time to talk. I tried to get us as far away from town and centers. Good. Now I just have to hope that they won't find us. They're here.
According to our scouts, we'll be facing another medium-sized force. The plan is to hit them with full volley of archers and maneuver phantasms, while the riders flank them on both sides. The sabers and lancers will keep them pinned down in the center and attack while the riders have them confused. Make sure you all have your noble phantasms ready to go when you need them.
I can't believe it. They really are all servants. What do you think their true names are? No clue, but they're all from different eras and countries. That much is clear. So how the hell are they operating as a single army? Damn it, I can't believe it. What the hell kind of singularity is this? For the matter, how can there be this many servants? Ley lines, magical lines underneath the ground. Even holy grails can only summon so many. Could they all be rogue servants? The kind without masters? Yeah. You must have run into several of them across the singularities and lost worlds you've been to. Sorry, doing an American accent is hurting my throat. I gotta drink some water. I'm talking about servants that are exceptions to the rule. The kind summoned for their ties to a land or a holy grail. Remember Beowulf in the Russian Lost Belt? He was a rogue servant. But even if that explains how they got here, it doesn't explain how there could be so damn many of them. There's 200 servants right here between these two armies alone. No wonder their town didn't survive. We might not be safe even out here then. Hopefully I picked a spot far enough from the battlefield. At least they're not actively looking for us. So screw it. At this point, GSSR, Sarah. You sure you're not just giving up? Maybe a little. Sorry. I'll try to remember that we've got a common interest now and act like it. Looks like they're about to get started.
Archers at the ready! Wait for it. Wait for it. Now! Command spell loaded! Activate noble phantasms! First phantom spirit levels, then heroic spirit levels! Command spell loaded, activating noble phantasms. Lightning longbow!
I'm sorry, they have command spells?
What?
Yeah, berserkers.
Archers to the rear! Hurry!
We inflicted minimal losses.
Damn. They must have heroic spirit level casters buffing them. Alright, everyone, this is it. Hold your ground.
Heroic spirit level? Keep your damn voice down. But yeah, I don't know what he meant by that too.
Hold the line here too. Shit! Can't hold much longer. Keep shooting! Buy as much time as you can! We're taking massive casualties! Riders, are you still not ready? We just arrived at the designated coordinates. We'll charge them right now. What the? What is it? A squad of assassins just ambushed our right flank. It's going to take some time to regroup. Let's look here. We can't get through that caster's bounded field
Barrier.
we'll need time to regroup too. Our charge will be nearly as effective if we don't coordinate it. Damn it! I'll never be able to face Lady Crimehild like this. Crimehild.
Crimehild? Isn't Crimehild? Yeah, I know about her too. She's a hero. No, a legendary figure. These guys were completely on the defensive. What changed? Urgent news. The Konstantinos' army from the reinstatement realm is in disarray. Held Emperor's army in disarray. Oh, he's gonna go streaking again, isn't he? That's it. That's what I like to see. Alright, let's swoop in and take the spoils for ourselves.
Maybe we should wait a little longer. Like, right until they're about to be defeated.
No, let's not. The revenge realm's already been hit pretty hard. We need to at least get some good licks in with the reinstatement realm too. Now let's go! That's it, keep up! We almost got Grimhild's army wiped out.
I have an urgent message! Charles the Great's army for the righteous realm has joined the fray! They struck our rear guard from behind and sowed confusion among our ranks!
Damn it, not again!
They've got Roland from the legend of Charlemagne leading them! They're mowing down our rear guard like grass!
Retreat! Fall back to the reinstatement realm! There's no way we can win a fight on two fronts! Assassins use your smoke screens, archers lay cover, fire to buy us some time!
Keep firing! Longbows, crossbows, guns, whatever you've got! Don't stop except to reload! When Stantinos summons our retreat, it's time we followed suit. Casters, hold position until the riders catch up with us. Then I want you to alter the topography and cut off any would-be pursuers.
Understood.
Do it!
Mutate. Mutate? Am I doing a good job at portraying the chaos of the battlefield?
Grimhild's casters have transformed our surroundings into a swampland, Lord Roland.
They could have had our casters freeze the swamp and go after them. But I think that's enough. Both I still suffered heavy losses and got in a few good shots at the reinstatement realm's soldiers too. We got in a few. The forces of Charles the Great's righteous realm are the only ones walking away unscathed. Now let's share our victory. Yeah! Being naked rocks! Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna go string. Did he really just say that? Shut up. Look, I want to say something too, but this isn't the time. Must have been imagining it. Alright, troops, treat. Tonight we're going to nude till morning. Nude? Oh god, he's still doing this. Oh, it's right, Mr. Ritsuko. Mr. Semlupus. Oh yeah, Fujima Ritsuko. You can come out now. Oh, that was a close one. They never even came our way. I'm afraid you two were just unlucky. Unfortunately, that also means we couldn't overhear anything. Most of the town may have been destroyed, but a few buildings are intact. Let's find one such building and review what we've learned. So it seems that Roland is still an exhibitionist. Why is he that? How's my voice acting, by the way? I have no formal training. The young emperor is 23. This is gonna be rough, isn't it? Now then. Well, I could certainly do this with a spot of tea. Bars pretty much only have booze, so I don't see that happening right now. Though I do enjoy a good glass of red wine. I don't think I could do so in this rundown tavern. I'm afraid my drink will have to wait until another time. By the way, Vlad Tepes, Vlad the Impaler, who is with us now, and Vlad Dracula Tepes, Dracula, are two separate servants. So what we have now is the historical Vlad Tepes III, Vlad Tepes, and Dracula is back in Chaldea. I'll write you to tell us everything you saw. Even the smallest detail could be of great importance. So Roland went nude. I see. Armies comprised entirely of servants, huh? I've dreamed of such fantastic sights before, but I never thought I could actually see such a thing for myself. I've seen edge cases where multiple servants were involved, like in the final singularity, but that's exceedingly rare. Indeed, even putting aside the importance of the battle as the crossroads of humanity's survival, it was nothing less than a miracle. But there's never been anything else close to the large servant versus servant warfare we just witnessed. Fascinating. Truly fascinating. I only got a quick look, but I saw they had a longbow. They had longbow archers from around the 100 Years' War. That was the war between Britain and France. It was a long time ago. There were also some samurai-looking warriors. Going from their armor, I guess they were from generals from Japan's Warring States period. Some of the archers used matchlocks, and other servants looked like cowboys straight out of the Old West. I couldn't get a good look at the casters, though. They either had their faces covered or were using some kind of perception blocking. So these armies consisted of all 7 classes from a wide range of cultures and regions. Probably. Aside from that, I also heard something about heroic spirit levels and phantom spirit levels. So interesting to listen. Thanks. That must be referring to their spirit origin ranks. With more than 200 servants in total, it's understandable that not all of them would be heroes of great renown. Given what you told us, Kadok, it would seem these servants are not heroes who took part in famous battles, but little-known humans who would normally never have been summoned as servants. Maybe so, but they're still servants. I see. Why did you go out of your way to confirm that, Holmes? That? Because that is the great difference between a demonic beast as strong as a servant and an actual servant. It's far from pithy, but it's more accurate to define the servant as a heroic spirit without a master. Though, of course, that definition can be applied quite broadly. For example, under this definition, we could say that the land itself serves a rogue servant's temporary master. But I digress. My point is, no matter how weak or strong a heroic spirit may be, as a rule, they cannot exist as a servant without a master. Then what's the story with those servants? That is the question, no? Who could their master be? Or does there even exist some manner of exception to the rule, which is permitting them to exist without a master? So it's still too early to say, huh? I'm afraid so. I need to dig in a bit deeper. We also heard them say revenge, reinstatement, and righteous. Indeed, that all sounds very important as well. Perhaps as important as knowing how the servants came to exist. The revenge realm, the reinstatement realm, and the righteous realm. These names no doubt reflect each faction's particular bent. And there are other things we can presume based on the different names we've heard. Kriemhild, or the Revenge Realm. I believe we can confidently say that she is Kriemhild of the legends about Siegfried. She's most likely a Saber or Berserker, though we cannot rule out Avenger. Avenger would be the most likely choice, but she's a Berserker. The fact that she had formed an army for her spirits means she is either highly intelligent herself or has an intelligence second in command. Constantinos, or the Reinstatement Realm. There have been rather few men named Constantinos in recorded history, but I suspect we are dealing with the 11th. Constantinos the 11th is said to have been the last emperor of the Byzantine Empire. I must say I find the choice of reinstatement for his faction's name intriguing, but we can leave that for another time. Finally, Charles the Great of the Righteousness Realm. Now that is quite the name indeed. If we are truly talking about the Charles the Great, then I would say his victory in this war is a foregone conclusion. I am inclined to agree. Neither Kriemhild nor Constantinos can even begin to compare it to him. Is Charles the Great really that, great? Did they not teach you anything in school? Anything at all? Charles the Great is all over European history. I grew up in Asia. He's got to be one of the most famous people in the world. He was the king of the Franks and the first Holy Roman Emperor to inherit the mantle of ancient Rome. He's even known as the Father of Europe. You do know how a servant's strength depends in part of how famous and mystical the heroic spirit is, right? Well, that pretty much put Charles the Great up with the highest tier of servants. However, some things don't quite add up to me. For example, the Righteous Realm's manner of fighting. What do you mean? You told us the Righteous Realm stood back and let the other two sides exhaust each other out before swooping in, and that they chose to leave the battle shortly afterwards so as to not exhaust their soldiers. What do you make of their tactics, Count Vlad? Inarguably effective, however. Go on. That was a clash between two medium-sized forces, and a fairly one-sized one at that. Had the Righteous Realm's army chosen their timing more carefully, they could have decimated both other armies. If I had been leading the charge, I would have waited until the other sides were a bit more entrenched. You said the Reinstatement Realm's army was hitting the Revenge Realm with full force to deny them an opportunity to surround them in a pincer movement. In which case, the Righteous Realm's forces should have easily been able to obliterate the exhausted Reinstatement Realms. Even if the Reinstatement faction had been chosen to ignore the Righteous Realms in favor of fighting back against Righteous, they were too far into enemy territory to mount a successful defense. By that point, the Righteous Realm's archers and casters could inflict significant damage on the reinstatement forces without even bothering to aim. So, from everything you've told us, it would seem the Righteous forces' timing was slapdash at best. TLDR, they did a sloppy fucking job. What if the timing was a deliberate choice? Is that what you think? I don't know, but if we assume that it was, I can think of several possible explanations. That said, I can't speak with certainty on any of them at this point. Yeah, okay, I see where this is going. Now is not the time. It seems I've been beaten to the punch. Now then, as for the objective. Rogue servants summoned by the Holy Grail powering a given singularity have generally worked in service of humanity. That, at least, has been what we have seen thus far. Most of the heroic servants summoned in rituals, such as the Holy Grail War, have been on humanity's side as well. But of course, heroic spirits come in all shapes and sizes, in multiple senses of the word. In addition, when they have a master, their master's personality affects their own. Both the ineffable manipulability of heroes and the naked cruelty of monsters reflect their person's true nature as recorded as such. Is there, like, a point to you just repeatedly telling us all the shit we know, Holmes? This is going somewhere, right? My apologies. What I mean to say is the present state of affairs would normally be unthinkable. Hundreds of servants forming armies and acting in concert, regardless of whether they are good or evil. What's more, they seem to have set aside any regional nationality, cultural and ideological differences to do so. In one sense, they sound like a perfect world. But the fact that their unity is in service of war between the three kingdoms, or perhaps realms is the better word, is anything but cause for celebration. Where does that leave us? Are these guys our allies, or should we be treating them as enemies? Maybe we can form a temporary alliance like you guys did with me. I certainly hope at least one of these realms is on our side. We must be exceedingly cautious in our approach, though. Nevertheless, before we have faced anything like an unorganized army of servants, there is only so much Holmes and I can accomplish on our own. The forces we saw earlier would almost certainly have been destroyed in battle against any one of the realms. No matter how you slice it, the sheer numbers are too much. And on top of that, they have the noble phantasms. Prepare yourselves, Master. We have enemies here. What? Huh? Enemies? I'll be taking that hit now. I'm afraid not. Assassins. Enemy servants detected. Sorry I didn't notice them sooner, Master. Damn, they're using the presence concealment. No wonder they got to jump on us. Out of Vlad no them. Alright, you must be sensitive to the smell of blood. Worry not, we can take them. Are you ready, Master? Ready. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand over here. No reason for me to get in and all that. By all means. I assume you're here to track down stragglers. I don't expect you'll answer, but I might as well ask. What realm are you from? As I thought. Well, that matters not. The fact remains, you are my enemy. So I will show you no mercy. Come, let me show you how sharp my mournful sticks truly are. He's going to stab them up the arse and out of the mouth and stick them up like goddamn grilled fish. Alright, so we're gonna focus on Vlad and only Vlad, eh? Might as well make him as strong as he can be. Where's Koyan? Koyan and Oberon. Friendship CE. Friendship CE. Prepare for battle! Oh, my throat hurts so much.
Maybe I should get a strips. Maybe I should get a strips off the stream.
光の子やんすかや登場。
What?
雑魚の皆様、お覚悟のほどを。
Doreen.
の伝承とて思想に預かるとしよう。番組なら目処が出る。屍を積み上げ
好き放題扱ってあげましょう。お参りしていきます。
Rainbow card.
宝具かよかろう。血を求む。我が内にある杭を解放しよう。
What was the subtitles?
さあ、まだ息はあるか。
Oh no, you don't. Thank you, Sherlock Holmes.
扱ってあげましょう。
You ain't getting out of this shit alive, you hear me?
捧げよその血、そ
この
の命。
私が。
我が内にある杭を解放しよう。風来る
コッパに。
Game, set, match.
がいスロー。これは報酬である。
Complete. What? That's what it is. That power! That command spell! You're our enemy! Command spell. I didn't even need to use one. It's over. I would say that was all too easy, but several things about them give me pause. Can you analyze the combat data for us, Da Vinci? Da Vinci? You kept me. What's that? I can't hear you over all the static. Sorry, Master. A huge burst of static interference broke out when battle began. We weren't able to collect any data from it, let alone give you advice. Is that like what happened with Fairy Britain? No, I don't believe it is. It's similar to be sure, but it feels slightly, yet significantly different. Fairy Britain rejected the very idea of proper human history, and by extension, electronic devices that came with it. This was just ordinary interference. A great deal of it to be sure, but nothing that will hinder our equipment's core functionality. So we should assume there are different mechanisms at work here than there were in Fairy Britain. Look at you, the big shot detective, huh? Why, yes, I am. A consulting detective, to be precise. Getting back to the battle we just fought, tell me, Master or even Cataclysm Lupus, did you notice anything strange? They had command spells. Yeah. They were outfitted with command spells, just like we are. Though, unlike normal command spells, they were only meant for support, just like the Master of Chaldeas. We had just enough magical energy to let them use their noble phantasms at a moment's notice. So then, who gave them those command spells? Basically, if magical energy is like basically command spells are really concentrated, super powerful packs of magical energy. Really concentrated, essentially a nuclear bomb worth of energy. Noble Phantasms are like you just saw it, big finishing move. Based on the legend or the legacy of the servant in question. That is indeed the question. If it was a master, then we can be sure that master is no ordinary human. We know these servants used the command spells repeatedly in the earlier battle, as well as the one we just fought. Clearly, they were not bound by a 3-use limit, nor did I see sign of them using a magical reactor or something similar to recharge them. And not even the most talented mage could create something like inexhaustible command spells. Yeah, not even Kishtaria could have pulled something like that off. And even if another mage of the same rank were alive and well here, it'd just be as impossible for them too. Then where did the command spells come from? It looked like they came from the sky. The sky, Alright, let's avoid drawing any conclusions for the time being. We still have far too little information to work with that. We did learn one thing for certain here. They see us as their enemy. Which means it is extremely unlikely they will be amenable to join our side. Then what should we do for now? Good question. As I see the obvious answer, we need to look for a servant willing to help us and a local who can tell us more about this place. I say we need at least one of those two if we're going to make any headway. What do you think, Holmes? That would seem much easier said than done, I'm afraid. First of all, I expected it would be fiendishly difficult to track down a servant who would be willing to help us. Seeing as apparently all other servants here are engaged in warfare against each other on clearly defined sides, I have little reason to believe that we will have much with locals either. Why is that? Take a look at the remains of this town. Why was it built in the first place? I suspect that the answer is simply to provide a battlefield in which the factions may kill one another. Naturally, this being America, I'm sure there were local people here at one point. They are most likely either collateral damage in the conflict or simply fled the area entirely. Regardless, we can safely assume we will find not a single local here. So, of the two options, our only viable one is to somehow find a servant whose interests align with ours. I admit this choice may be unseemly, but what if we were to torture a captured servant for information? Tortures are notoriously unreliable means of gathering information, so I would much rather prefer we kept things as peaceful as possible. If you say so. That's just a special alert. The special alert? What's that? What are you talking about? Right, sorry, Cataclysm, what was silly about this? It's an alert we came up with for a particularly breed of servant based on all the combat data to date. It looks like all the time Muramasa in particular spent accompanying us has paid off in spades. You don't mean... I'm afraid it's just as you fear, Kaduk. Da Vinci is referring to the disciples of the foreign god. With Limbo and Muramasa gone, that is just leaving Grigori Rasputin, or Kotomine Kiri, as the case may be. But why would he show up here and now? What is this? Something is telling me that's not the case. But Rasputin is the only disciple left. No, wait. Don't tell me. I do indeed sense another servant here. Show yourself, disciple of the foreign god. It would seem that I am being called out. I suppose I best oblige. Shit! That's not Rasputin! Oh, wait. Oh, it's you. You. Delighted to meet you, Holmes. But at this tender age, you ought to address my elders more appropriately. Mr. Holmes. Moriarty. It's bloody Moriarty! You've gotta be kidding me! Ah, so you've met me before then? Then that will save us some time. For those of you who don't know, my name is James Moriarty. I'm a mathematician, a consultant, and just as you suspected, a foreign disciple. Great, the foreign god has a fourth one. Well, this shit keeps getting better and better, doesn't it? The crime of proper human history. Which one? There's so many of them. Upon answering the summon, I was greeted by a being of unfathomable scale. I see. Soon I understood everything I needed to do. Both the knowledge that flowed into me and the power I now commanded told me that all I needed to know about who I am. Very well then, I would gladly follow those orders. Ah, so this is Moriarty speaking. I am James Moriarty, the Napoleon of crime and foreign disciple. I will do exactly what I meant to do. What is it you want, Professor? Come now, Mr. Holmes, no need to be obtuse. I want to eliminate you all. As far as I'm concerned, Chaldea is no more than an eyesore. As I said, I am a foreign disciple. A foreign disciple? How is that any different? How is it different from a disciple of the foreign god? Is that so? But you know you... Ah yes, forgive me, but I have no interest in addressing myself to a broken doll. Be a dear and give us some room to talk, yes? He's jamming our connection! Now then, we have Sherlock Holmes, as we've already established. I presume this distinguished gentleman here is Vlad III. And finally we have Kadok Zemlupus and Fujimaru Ritsuka. I'll ask you one more time. What is it you want, Moriarty? What would you say if I told you that I was here to dispose of a traitor? I'd say I'm flattered. Then I'd laugh in your goddamn face because holy shit, the foreign god is petty. But that's not why you're actually here, is it? Of course not. The foreign god has no interest in you whatsoever. Imagine my relief. For that matter, you don't even qualify as a traitor. The foreign god was only ever interested in Kishtaria Wodheim, and Kishtaria Wodheim alone. The rest of you were just the toy prize in the box of Kishtaria flakes. Am I wrong? Well, if I know. Why don't you ask the foreign god? Kishtaria flakes. Now, there's only one reason I've come to you. Run! All of you! Whatever you do not fight him! Mr. Holmes, you really have gone soft. The real you would have understood my plan before I ever showed up. Kazikli Bey! Oh. I know I've got him, but he's still unharmed. Is that all Vlad the Impaler can muster? As a foreign disciple, I was given two abilities. One of them is, frankly speaking, unimpressive. But as the saying goes, it is not the size, but how you use it. He took out Vlad the Third's noble phantasm head on, and he's not even scratched. What the hell kind of ability does he have? Based on the data they showed me, he must have some kind of divine spirit ability, like Limbo and Muramasa. Come on, Katak, think. You can figure this out. Rarity's completely unharmed, even though Vlad hit him dead on with his noble phantasm. It's not that he instantly recovered, it's more like he's never harmed him in the first place. I got it! He's fused with Satoru Gojo! I can't be certain, but if I don't figure this out, I will be able to forgive myself. I confess, I don't relish the idea of relying on another power to destroy you, even if that other is a god. Only gonna get some water. Oh. Oh, damn, I almost fell asleep listening to this. Do I have a soothing voice? Apologies, that was a lie. This is actually exhilarating. You're a great A asshole, aren't you? Word. I see. So even though my attack hit him, it was all for nothing. That's ability of yours. Can't figure it out. Can't figure it out, can you, Holmes? In fact, you can't figure out a single thing about me. I'm afraid the reverse doesn't hold true. I can tell exactly what you're thinking and how you'll act. The difference in our power couldn't be more pronounced. I can do anything I like to you, and you're helpless to stop me. Oh, no you don't. Nice try. Why is he touching Vlad's head? To be clear, Mr. Holmes isn't the only one of you I'm reading like a book. I can tell exactly what every one of you at Chaldea will do before you do it. Can't move. What is this power? Chains? Rope? Mystic eyes? No, it's nothing like those. These restraints are blinding me from the inside out. Binding. My very will to move has been completely cut off. Tell me, Yuritsuka, have you ever played shogi? Not at all. I never played shogi. You really should. You're truly missing out. I'm quite fond of it personally. Stealing your opponent's pieces for yourself just gives you so many options to choose from. There's the power of a demonic beast fighter. You need those quick reflexes and even quick decision-making skills in facing vicious, wild animals. But you're still too late. You gave up the best option when you failed to drop everything and run the second you saw me. Partake of the rebellion. Bastard! I don't know which realm you'll end up choosing, but I hope you make a name for yourself here, hero of Romania. Count Vlad! Greetings, Austral 09. Chess, does that count? I've played chess, but shogi's different. Stay back! This is bad, very bad. Rebel. Now I see. So that's what happens to those servants. Detective, Count Vlad, I'm about to change sides and rebel against humanity. One can never tell what fate will have in store for you, but you must accept it all the same. However, the one thing I hate more than anything is being forced to do another's bidding. Oh! Kazikli Bey. Did he just kamikaze? What's up? Playing after you. It seems some of the more prominent servants have rather stronger spines than I expected. I would have never expected him to bind himself with his own stakes rather than submit or die. What's more... He was a tactical masterstroke as well. He gave up all the time to flee while he used his noble phantasm. No, even before he did so. So they abandoned one of their sons to save their own skins, No, wait. One of them chatted something about coming back to save him later, didn't they?
No matter. I'll have to go after them.
Although...
You there, servant. Who are you?
Oops, took a little too long here. Still, that did buy me some time. Now it's just a matter of finding out where they ran off to. Not that it'll make any difference in the end. Not when revenge, reinstatement, and righteous are still rebelling against human history.
What are you talking about?
Ah yes, my apologies. I do hope you'll forget everything you saw here. Or, in simpler terms, die. Get Arcruid. I did not roll for Arcruid, I am saving up for Tiamat. Tiamat is a really powerful alter ego. I want to summon her, unlock her, get her level 100. Alright, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll be right back. I will be right back. Give me 5 minutes. I will be back. Voice acting. Oh my god. Never mind, I'm back with donuts and pizza. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Oh shit, that's good. Oh my god. I didn't get to have dinner because some strum was sped up down the stairs.
そろそろ暇新生ダヴィンチちゃんの素敵な工房にようこそ。
Yeah, the combo? Yeah.
最近は
Losing leftovers though. While I'm eating, let's go for friend summon. Yeah, food always tastes good when you're hungry. Stuffed crust pizza. Hmm? Ah, so. No, no. Final bite. Is it? Should I? I'm saying it for Tiamat. All right. Pizza has been entered into my system. Should I? Should I really? Chat, should I? Small 3 and 6 SQ got nothing. Should I roll for Akroid? Or save for Tiamat? Because I want Tiamat. 110 pull to get the itch out of the way. Alright. But we're stopping after this. Eh? Ah, if it isn't the one who got cocked. Inspire. That looks nice. Is she eating a sandwich? That's a sandwich. Bastard. It's the bastard. Kasuda. Charles Babbage. He invented the first calculator. Ah, another winter crystal. Very nice. Alright. Rhythm de birth. My luck is certainly a lot better today. Jeweled sword Zelrecht. Zelrech. Saber. Ah yes, the dictator. Brock, but extra buff and extra horny. Ah, Sakura special bento.
Servant, Caster 改めアルターエゴ。神名をジョフ。嘘。ここカルデア。なんだよ、もうなんか恨みでもあんのかよ。あれ、待ってよ。グッサマ。ねえ、グッサマいるの？いるんでしょ？
She's already married!
ほら、早く出して。早く。
She's already married! Turn your affections to someone else, it'll be much healthier for you! F. Harkroyd. We have tickets. She doesn't care. Medusa? Alright, I made the promise, we're not rolling anymore. By the way, all of my sound alerts are free. They're probably copyrighted. Run, run, run far away. Good advice. Nigerundayo. There, I see them! Damn it, if that bow's any indication, that's an archer. Can't always explain how they saw us from so far away from without clairvoyance. I can't believe our luck. You said it! We have all this space to run and somehow we barge as though a servant on patrol while we're making our escape. Well, what is this part of Moriarty's plan all along? A screw, we need still need to run. We're almost to the clear. A little farther we'll be in that forest. What do we do after that? I'm sorry to say I don't have a specific plan in mind, but at least I can think of a few possibilities. For the moment, our focus must be on survival. Camouflage, a smokescreen, a flash bomb. Damn it, none of those will be enough. Maybe the smokescreen will do if we can make it to the woods first? We're almost to the forest. Oh no, it's raining. The wife is gonna get extra scuffed now. What? My, this won't do at all. I thought we'd have more time for the people of probably human history showed up. I must say, it's just taking me back to the time of the Three Kingdoms. And yes, I'm aware of how much trouble that period was to go through. Which is exactly why I'd much rather things not get any more complicated than they already are. I can't move! While the azure sky may already be dead, I'm afraid our revenge realm still has yet to achieve supremacy. Don't worry about me, Holmes. Get out of here. Understood. Huh? Are you serious? Follow me, Mr. Zim Lupus. As for you here, a little parting gift. My eyes! Leave them. Below Chongji! Chongji! Oh, so you know who I am, boy. You must be a believer then. And you must be the master of proper human history. Perhaps I should just kill you now.
Maybe we should present him to Lady Crimhild first? Just knowing he fights for proper human history makes my blood boil too. But even so.
Yes, I suppose we should. Take him away.
Yes, sir.
Oh, right. Are you accustomed to torture, son? You may wish to familiarize yourself sooner rather than later. So, old man, it seems. It seems we've managed to shake them for the time being. So what do we do now? First, we report in. Can you hear me, Da Vinci? Loud and clear. What in the world happened over there? Well... Oh no! I'll go sit up right now. Please put the ratio for me. Wait! Mash, stop! The Ordinax still isn't ready for action, remember? But if I don't go now, they'll kill. I'm inclined to agree. This is a disaster no matter how you look at it. Even if the Ordinax is in tip-top, we still need to get him out of there ASAP. Now, I can't sign off on that plan. Yes, Ritsuka is invaluable to us, but so is Mash. I absolutely cannot send her into battle with the Ordinax in its present state. But, Mash, calm down. Take a look at his vitals. What do you see? Okay, I can see all his vitals are still trackable. So we know he's still alive. And how's he doing mentally? He's obviously a little concerned, but all still within standard tolerances. So then he's not worried about dying this instant? I'm almost against sending Mash on a hastily improvised rescue mission. According to Sheba's future observations, he'll remain alive for at least the next 3 days, 7 at most, even if we do nothing. I see. Well, Sheba's never been wrong before. If that's what it's telling us. Right, we may not know in the exact situation, since we only able to see bits and pieces of it, but we do know he will remain alive. So it all comes down to what we make of the situation, huh? What's your take on it, Holmes? Mr. Ritsuka should be safe for the time being. They won't miss a chance to question him and learn what he knows. Even if they do decide to kill him, it won't be without due process. That may change if he refuses to cooperate, but I very much doubt that will be the case. Well, if all three of you are sure about this, if you're there, absolutely sure. Go. Mash! Yes, Director? You will not be ray shifting anywhere until the Ordinax is in maintenance complete. With proof that he's alive and well, it would be dangerously foolish to send you into battle with damaged equipment. Since he will be alive for now, we should be certain we give our rescue attempt the best possible chance for success. Understood. He will be okay, right? Knowing him, knowing Ritsuka, definitely. Just look at how many times he's already cheated death. And you don't think there's any danger of giving him a misplaced sense of invincibility? If the common interference ceases, could try negotiating with his captors ourselves. They're holding all the cards. How can we possibly negotiate? We use the most practical and effective negotiating tactic of all time. Begging for his life. Right, let's call that plan B. Right now I need something to calm my poor stomach. So they didn't scold you? Oh, the director gave me a wretched deserved earful. So what do you do now? Are we gonna rescue him? No. We'll only be throwing away our lives if we tried. Did you see that caster? The Taoist? I don't know much about Chinese magecrafts. Nor do I. So I did recognize a reference to the azure sky already being dead. It's from an ancient Chinese manifesto. It goes to say that the yellow sky will soon rise. The yellow sky, in this case, refers not to the actual sky, but the leader of a certain religious sect, known far and wide for his exceptional skill in Taoist arts. This leader and legendary Taoist artist was named GACHA. His sect name was the Way of the Taiping, or Great Peace. And as long as he's around, it will be next to impossible for us to sneak in undetected. Taoist arts, huh? Also commonly known as sage arts. I only know of them on a superficial level myself. But suffice to say, charging into his realm without some manner of advantage would be a very poor plan indeed. That much I can say for certain. We'll need to see what we can do on our end, too. So what are you guys going to do now? It's a far cry from what I originally planned in mind, but I think we should pay a visit to the reinstatement realm. The reinstatement realm? I mean, that's fine with me, but why? Are you gonna negotiate with them or something? I plan to, yes. Hold on, my stomach's hungry again. I gotta go get the donuts. Oh, shit. Oh my god, I wish I did that. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. And I fucking got stalling. This woman. I'm going to contact the maid.
Hey, I'm back. My god, my stomach is eating itself. Great. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna box rice here. Just a second. There's one thing that is nagging me, however. One thing I need to look up and to look into before anything else. What's that? What exactly do they mean by reinstatement? Come now. If we can convince them to help us, we will have many more options available with which to rescue Ritsuka. Yeah, I guess you're right. Let's go, Kadok. We've got no time to lose. Okay.
ダヴィンチマナプリズムと交換？うんうん、用意した甲斐があったね。まだ見ている。
My God, I don't feel
時
right.
間は戻らないものだ。最終確認はしっかりしたかい？
By the way, I already have an NP2, an NP3. I already have a Rush at NP5. I have Burka at NP5. I have them at NP5. Actually, maybe not Hans. Let's keep him around. We're gonna have these gals at NP5 too. It seems so peaceful out here.
Hey, Saber, What? What country are you from again? Come on, man, how many days have we been in the same squad now? What's it gonna take for you to remember? I was in the 100 Years' War, so you can guess where I am. My name's... forget it, it's not like you'll remember. You're from Sicily, yeah? Oh, you remembered? Yeah, I sure am. Home of the Mafia. The Mafia is a good few centuries after your time, isn't it? They've still got my blood running through their veins. How about you, Archer? You never teamed up with us before. Where are you from? I'm one of the Knights of the Fianna. My true name is... Don't bother, no one's gonna remember. Round here, we're all just heroes and servants. Share your true name today, you die tomorrow like so many others. So what's the point in telling anyone? The only ones remembering are the 3 servants who've been around since the realms were formed. One of them's our own Lord Zhangjie, the great teacher. Another's Lady Kriemhild, the Queen of Revenge. The whole realm is named after. And the third is... well, never mind the third. The only others may be worth remembering are the few currently making a name for themselves on the battlefield. Not too long ago, as Billy the Kid, the Notorious Outlaw, Edward Teach, the Mad Pirate, Kijio Koyo, the Out-of-Season Flower, and Frankenstein, the Artificial Berserker. There have been a few others who have found brief fame, but they've all died in battle, died by their own hands, or who knows what. Anyway, if you want anyone to remember your true name, you just have to fight hard and get promoted. I know that. Glory in battle is the highest honor a warrior can earn. That's the spirit.
So there's some servants I know here.
Hey, you! Hey, you, the guy riding in my chariot.
Me?
You're not a servant, are you? I can tell. Something different about you. And you're not a civilian either. It'd be way more surprising if you were. So that must mean you're a master, am I right?
Yep.
I knew it! So where you're from? I can't quite place you. You know, there's a servant in another grade who kind of reminds me of you. Don't bother with small talk, he's gonna be executed soon. Really? Is that true, Lord Zhangjie?
We'll just have to see what happens. Nervous? Well, yeah, kind of. How about I see what your fortune has to say?
Oh well, lucky you. It's not every day Lord Zhangjie agrees to tell you your fortune.
You have both terrible luck and great luck when it comes to new encounters. Your overall fortune is bad luck. You have no hope of escape. Flattery may get you places, but you'll have to play things by ear. That about sums it up. Bad luck, huh? Great.
Well, I guess you're not so lucky after all.
And now we're about to be attacked.
What?
They're headed our way from the northeast. Everyone prepare for battle. I don't know which faction they're from, but either way, we're gonna have to make them regret messing with us. Let's show them what happens when you defy Zhangjie, the great teacher.
蒼天すでに死す皇天まさに立つべし星は孔子にありて天下大吉ならん家計じゃ激雷天より来たすまんなと言ってお前が聞かんのじゃよかろう黄色いのよかろう冷たいのが降るぞい気をつ火は度胸が弱い激雷天より来たすまんなとお前が聞かんのじゃ天地人よかろ黄色いのは何かの蒼天すでに死す皇天まさに立つべし星は孔子にありて天下大吉ならん家計じゃ激雷天より来た天候上から落ちるものよ若いもんがだらしないぞ
Just a moment.
We got them, Lord Zhongzhi. The battle is over. Casualties on our side? Oh. We lost at Archer. Guess his name wasn't worth you remembering, huh? Poor guy. Let's resume our march.
Indeed. We'll soon be back in our realm. Grimhild's realm, the Revenge realm. Revenge realm. Take a look at the sky, Caldean. It's all red even though it's still the middle of the day. That's our realm's primary characteristic. When the Revenge realm takes over territory, its sky turns red like this. Makes it easier to tell when you're in our realm, no?
Rider class of Scouting Patrol 1 reporting back. Let's take a look. Alright, you're all clear? By the way, that prisoner you've got with you?
That's right. This is our enemy's master.
You're the master?
So we'll be heading straight into the castle from here. I trust it's alright.
Yes, sir.
You can stay here, Saber. Saber. Ryder, you lead the master to the castle.
Yes, sir. Make way, go on, move.
So all these people are really servants?
Damn straight they are. Every last one of our citizens is probably summoned servants.
So this is a city then?
Pretty much. It's got commerce, residents, people coming and going, everything you'd expect to see in a city.
Hold on.
We've even got kids here. I mean, they're servants too, but still.
You like to ramble on and on, don't you? Reminds me of me.
Oops, sorry, sir.
No matter, we're here now.
I'll keep quiet if I were you. I'd rather not have to hurt you.
My queen, we've captured the master of Chaldea. Have you now? He's our enemy, right? I'm fairly certain the only thing to do with our enemies is execute them. Well, yes, that's true, but we should at least see what information we can get out of him first. Suit yourself. So I can keep my mouth shut. Such a dull man. I'm going now. I'm far too busy to waste any more time here. Oh, anything I can help you with? Not unless you're a logistics expert. I very much doubt you are, given your failure to manage your yellow turban bandits. I'm afraid you've got me there. Though I still believe my yellow turbans would have succeeded at dyeing China yellow instead of being tarnished as bandits. If the illness I contracted had ended my life prematurely, put him in the dungeon.
Yes, my queen. Come on, let's go. Hey, stand. Alright, you just stay put and don't make any trouble, got it?
Now what do I do? Figures. Alright, how are you with torture, son? Hey. Huh? Hey. Can you hear me? Who are you? Oh, so you can hear me. Great. Man, I haven't had a newcomer join me in forever. How's it going? You okay? Not really. Well, that's too bad. Hang on. You're not a servant, are you? I'm a master. Aha, so that's it. A master, huh? Oh, damn, that's not good. Me, I'm a pretty minor servant. For one thing, I'm super weak. Because of reasons. You're weak. Yeah, I'm being completely honest. Right now, I'm even physically weaker than your average caster. That bad? Are you okay? Nope. Why do you think they've got me locked up in here? But hey, what are you gonna do? Especially when you're on humanity's side like I am. Huh? Yeah, that's right. I wasn't summoned here to rebel against humanity. I'm one of the few servants in this whole singularity who's here to protect humanity instead. Oh. I see. Ceremonial Sword of Twilight. What's that? Oh. I'm just getting tired. Alright, this is a good place to stop. Let's find someone to raid, shall we?
Double the classy one, charge them.
Let's raid Crumroll, shall we? Oh, I can't. Never mind, let's check someone else. Alright, we'll be rating Captain Alina. She's quite nice. After this, I'll see if we rate when I'm back. Alright? See you later, ciao!